I want everyone to be able to. Okay, whatever. There we go.
Woo! Receiving your content. I am presumably streaming. Gotta send it out on all of the things. Woo! Okay.
I
Okay.
need to actually go into the YouTubes. Into the YouTubes. Wow, I'm
Into
so
the
smart.
YouTubes.
That way I can see what you're doing.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
It's kind of
Because we all
helpful.
know you're not gonna be able to help yourself from trying to help me.
Only if you ask for it.
Sure, yeah. That's how this is gonna
Because
work.
I don't want to be like, Cassie, you need to do this instead, because then I'll just turn into those type of people I hate. So
Well, you'll probably be like, hey, did you know you could? Like I occasionally get. What was I naming this layer? Skin. There's nothing quite as creepy sounding as the names of layers. Skin, hair, this, that. Let's see, select pen. Bigger than that. Am I
oh, come
actually
on,
streaming
computer.
successfully?
I have no idea. My computer's like, I'm going to take forever to load up.
How dare, Lucian.
How dare you, Lucian? I thought we were buds.
I
I
thought
saved
you
you from my dad.
believed. Yeah. Lord knows he don't treat a computer right.
No, he treats the computer too well. That's the problem. Because once it like doesn't want to work anymore, he'll try and start building his own off of the past one.
He's the freaking Dr.
And I'm like, no,
Frankenstein
please
of
don't.
computers.
Yeah,
That's kind of freaky.
I'm just gonna mute it so I don't hear doubles of everything.
Sweet. So am I streaming successfully then?
Are you erasing the eyeball right now?
I
Or were?
am.
Then yes.
Sweet. This time it didn't take 3 hours of Cattle Bear trying to tech support for me. I don't think I told him, actually, that it had started. Could you message him and let him know? I told him it
Yeah.
was starting shortly.
Yeah. I'm on that right now. Don't you worry.
Sweet. I don't know if Panda's still here. Panda actually said that 2 hours ago when I accidentally
Well,
streamed, trying to see if I was
say
doing the
hi
thing.
anyway.
Are you rebel?
Yeah.
I keep hearing the baboops. I forgot to mute something. If people
I mean,
talking to me on my Discord, it's cattle.
it could be me. Let me mute things. I don't know how to, but
Who knows? Just who knows?
um,
Great. Lass looks like a smurf. It's because of the select pen, but still, so weird.
I love the select pen.
Yes, is very nice.
That is one of my favorite pens.
Is why I'm using it. What I've so far have liked with the little arts I've done off thing is the preserve opacity thing. How often do you use that?
Not often enough, I guess, because I have no idea what that is.
I'll show you in a sec. Lass does not always look like a Smurf cattle bear.
Hi, cattle.
Sometimes she looks, most of the time she looks beautiful. She's gonna show up because I just accidentally insulted her, I promise. This, what preserve opacity does is, I'll just show you later. It's so much easier to show you than trying to explain it. Because I know what it does, but I don't know the theory of why it works that way. Because I'm sort of winging this art thing. I'm not particularly adept at it.
I need more croutons. I like crunchy stuff right now.
Yeah, so respectful. Eating salad on my stream.
Sorry.
I
Gotta feed
live.
the little one.
Let's see. I do
Welcome to the
believe that is
stream.
all of the skin. I actually did a color pull thing, but unlike you, I found it a lot easier to just save it to a Word thing, to an actual, not Word thing, a Psy document, because I would have just clicked through all of the ones in here going, wait, which one was which? Because that's how I work. I don't remember which of these I was going to use. I think I'm going to go with this one. Brush.
See, their lip gloss or salad dressing. Why is she whining?
Just give her a bit of the color. Look at that pretty face. Looks like a person. So, gonna deselect. And this is what preserve opacity does. You'll be seeing this shortly.
Okay.
Oh crap, my Facebook's open too. Oh well. Too late to change now. So preserve opacity actually makes it so that when you color over something, it stays in what you've already colored. Transparent pixels stay transparent.
What?
And you'll see an example of that as soon as that nonsense pops up.
Dude! That's going to be so helpful when I start redoing my art again. Thank you for teaching me stuff.
I forget which video I saw it in, but that's how you saw my little line trick, right? The little line art that I did with my controller for my Discord.
Yeah, I think
Weren't
so.
you wondering how I managed to change all the colors of the lines?
Yes, because I don't know how to do that.
I just clicked preserve opacity and colored on it. So all of the transparent stayed transparent and just colored on the lines that I did. Learning that was literally the thing that made me go, hey, I bet I could do my weird line mosaic art thing. That's probably going to be my favorite thing, is because I'm going to be doing a lot of those mosaic arts.
That's going to be so awesome when I actually start trying to, like...
Use it.
Make the lines not be black in my colors and actually, like, make them look the color that they're supposed to be.
Yeah. You just go to the line art and preserve opacity. Like, that's actually what I'm planning on doing with the chain, the gold chain down. Again, you're going to see this shortly. The gold chain that connects the cape cloak. I'm not sure quite what I visualized it as when I drew it. I'm not going to color that in or leave it black. I'm going to change the opacity and actually make that a gold chain. So everything else is going to be lined, but the gold chain will be nice and glowy.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Is she whining?
Sure.
Aww.
She's nice.
I thought that was a dog whiny noise.
Can she reach her water? Like her water level?
Puppy troubleshooting.
Okay. I'm gonna go check to make sure if you have water. God, that sounds so weird because I'm gonna be saying that in 9 months like all the fucking time. Daddy's gonna do this, Daddy's gonna do this. This is really weird.
Oh, I just love it because you guys are going to get to practice all your parental techniques on the dog. And that's totally not even why you got them. Huh?
No. I used to do that with Nala too. I'd be like, Nala, come to Mama. And she'd just run. And then I'd say, go to Nona. And she'd run to my mom.
Yeah, but Nala was your dog. That truly, you were the one in charge of all the decisions about her. You and Steven are going to practice learning how to make compromises and decisions together on the discipline of Gracie, and that's going to really help you practice out for when the baby gets here. Not that you got her that way deliberately, that was just happenstance and timing.
Yeah, that was just how it was planned in the fates of the world and everything, apparently.
Indubitably.
That's like one of my favorite words.
I don't remember when I started picking it up. I think that might be one of the few times you taught me a big word.
Well, that's one of the few times that I was taught that word by somebody that wasn't you.
Yeah.
Gavin actually taught me that word.
Gavin?
Mm-hmm.
That would explain where I picked it up. Because, like, I always knew what it meant, but I didn't really use it very often. Because I like undoubtedly.
Mm-hmm.
But indubitably is basically the same thing and slightly smarter.
Yeah, I learned that from him. Because we were doing stuff and we would like joke around and he'd be like, indubitably, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah. He and I will like go back and forth. Indubitably, indisputably, undoubtedly. I lost it. We had more, and we just go back and forth. Because we are nerds.
So I know smart people games.
Uh-huh. Why isn't it coloring right in that one spot? Well, it is, but it's the wrong color. I see what's happening. I still have preserve opacity on.
I am sorry to anybody that's hearing me eat the salad.
It's just ASMR. I'm surprised Cattle Bear's not making more
Mouth
fun
and-
of us.
Mouth eating sounds.
Mouse eating sounds?
Mouth eating sounds. Get, yes, honey. What?
I'm trying to hear,
Corner and the
trying
chair.
to eavesdrop, and I cannot hear.
There you go. Pull. Pull. Let me know when you're good. You're welcome.
You're so nice to him.
Dude, I was a brat last night.
I will happily hear this story. What happened?
So we're playing a video game. We're playing Arcade, actually. And we were playing with our friend Mio, and you know, he kept getting into like little arguments with stupid stuff. And anytime he'd be like, "Why are you being so mean?" Stephen would be like, "Because she's pregnant."
Which has to piss you off.
No, it really explains everything. Crying for no reason. Why is Ashley crying? She's pregnant. Why is Ashley laughing? She's pregnant. Why is Ashley
Well, I mean,
stop? She's pregnant.
like I told you before, hormones are the building blocks of life.
It is the answer to everything.
Why is Ashley murdering you? She's pregnant.
Yep. Well, then he referred to us as entertainment. He was like, "No, I know what you're saying. It's just entertaining." And I said, "Oh, so I'm just entertainment." And I got offended.
Never offend a pregnant woman.
And I grabbed the phone, and he was trying to talk, and I'm like, "No. Look, I can end your entertainment really quickly. It sounds like this," and then hung up on him.
You're awesome.
And then in the chat, he was like, "Well, that's not nice." And I'm like, "I'm not entertainment. I'm a person."
I mean, you're also a Let's Player. Guess what?
Yeah, but at that
Guess
moment,
what?
I was
We're
not
kind of
being a Let's
entertainment.
Player.
Right now, we're entertainment.
Right now, but I wasn't last night.
You're only entertainment when you consent to it.
Yes. And sometimes when I don't consent to it because I get dragged into it by, you know, just randomness.
Are you implying I dragged you into
But
this?
I was not happy. And it was just weird last night. I start crying out of nowhere.
As you do.
And Steven's like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "I don't even know. This is so stupid." And then I started getting pissed off because I was crying out of nowhere. And I started crying because I was pissed off because I was crying out of nowhere.
As you do.
And then I was fine. And I was like, "Whoa, my God. Jelly Bean, you're making mommy go crazy."
I am going to be quiet, but I don't think that's just Jelly Bean's fault.
No, probably not. But at least right now I can blame it on Jelly Bean.
And so you shall until no longer you may.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something you need to realize that I just realized about when you preserve opacity and you use an eraser is it'll take the transparency of the background. So if you erase when you have preserve opacity on, it won't erase, it'll leave white marks. It just occurred to me that I should do your trick for telling when things are transparent and do a colored background. And now I can see all the white parts that were erased that were actually not. And that's why you gotta be careful with preserve opacity. I forgot about it because it's not the kind of thing I'd normally have erased. Why is it still? Oh, I'm on background. That's why it is still.
Well, that's really cool because that means that I can put a background down first. And then in my next layer, I can do the preserve opacity and then I can really see what I'm missing. And
Yep. If you know that it does that, you can use it to your advantage. And I only just learned this. I watched it in a video not too long ago. I want to say like yesterday or something. Because I learn all my stuff from YouTube tutorials. YouTube tutorials and improvisation. I have to re-erase all of this. As you do. At least it wasn't a wrong layer situation.
yeah. That happens far too much than us artists are willing to admit. Ain't that right?
Oh, I'm always willing to admit it. Of course,
never
I'm still
willing
in
to
the
admit it.
I'm a new artist stage where I can use that as an excuse. Honestly, I'm willing to admit when I'm on the wrong layer just because I'm so happy to have layers. As somebody who's always just had traditional art, especially as somebody who over erases. You've seen how many beautiful art projects I've lost because I just would have had to erase something and it would just smear and ruin.
Mm-hmm.
So much pain when that happens.
I don't know if it was you that shared it or somebody else, and I don't remember if I saw it on Tumblr or Facebook, but it was like digital and traditional artists. They that do both, and like their woes. So it's like
I
tried
think
to
I
zoom
shared that
in.
on Tumblr if it was recent.
Probably. It was probably you. I see most of the stuff I see because of your Tumblr.
That's because I am always on Tumblr. Like, I don't even have Tumblr as a bookmark anymore to try to keep myself from going on there as much. And yet I'll just type it into the bar and go there that way. I make it slightly more difficult to me to try to maybe be more productive, and it doesn't work. Nope. My mental mind games don't work on me.
More weird sounds because
Well, I still appreciate you dropping in, Dante. Here, you can have a quick view, if you're still here when this happens, of where I'm at so far.
Hi,
Blue
Dante.
is just a background. Right now, she just sort of looks like a demented peach demon.
Peach demon?
Yes, because she's peach-colored, and she has blue eyes. I don't know. I know you normally finish with a layer and then move on to the next one, but I'm probably going to do flat colors on everything and then go to shading. It's hard for me to visualize.
That's actually the best way to do it, is flat colors and then shading.
You just do it weird?
I just do it weird.
I need to be able to visualize what it looks like as a whole, because right now I can't tell because it's just one color if her skin's weird. Hey, welcome back, Panda Lover, to the actual attempt at a stream and not my technical issues from last time.
Panda.
I am attempting to art, and I have an eating pregnant Bella with me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I feel like we should give them a disclaimer since you've been talking about it.
Yeah, disclosure right now. Pregnant person, really moody. Might take offense to things that aren't offensive.
Yeah, but she'll still love you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just call Panda, even though they're like, I know 3 different pandas, because there's at least 2 that are usually on Lion Gamer streams. Alright, this shouldn't be the flash, that is the earrings. Oh, now it looks like she has gauges. I'll fix that later. Still not happy with the mouth. Oh well.
Well, it's something that can be changed as you start coloring it.
I really like the way the mouth looks. I just wish I had found a way to apply lips that didn't look weird. But I'll just do that last.
I understand that pain.
I pushed a button and it inverted. Good to know that it does that. Oh, this does not look as good inverted. We're just gonna pretend that it doesn't look horrible.
It looks fine.
Oh, it does not look fine inverted. I know very little of anatomy.
See, I get to hear some of the moodiness. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Can you warn me before you start adding me to things? Because my phone went off and I got really confused.
What did he add you to? That is so dramatic.
It's not dramatic. It's just my phone went off and it's like, you've been added to blank by blank. And at first I thought it was a spam message and then I looked and it wasn't and I was very confused.
There's so many colors for hair. I can't remember which one was supposed to be the base.
You're fine.
Guess I'm gonna go with this one. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, God, I'm so tired of pickup perps.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I've just been burping consistently for 3 days straight.
Oh, well, welcome to the next 9 months.
Oh my lord. You know what? Knock on wood, at least I haven't been nauseous.
Wasn't that the first day where you were like, I'm so nauseous, I'm
No,
having anxiety, I don't know what's gonna happen?
no, I wasn't nauseous. My stomach just hurt really bad, and I was very confused.
Oh, well, I guess that was because the baby was growing.
Yeah, it was
You
because
had an invader.
baby was trying to gather more cells to itself.
It makes it sound like a freaking Agario creature.
Well, technically it is right now.
And that's how I'm going to forever picture it now.
But yeah, no. And I think I know why my stomach was hurting so bad, to be honest.
And it wasn't because
I
baby?
hadn't Well, no, it was partially because of baby. But I hadn't eaten that day yet.
Judging.
Well, I didn't know I was pregnant yet.
You still should have been eating for you.
I never eat breakfast.
And that is
This is a
probably
first.
bad.
This is a first for me. This
And
is
how
like
is
the first
salad
time in years.
breakfast?
Well, it was the first thing I could find, and I don't have milk to have cereal, and I can't really have milk anyway.
I can't judge. I literally stole housemates' pizza that they left in the fridge uncovered for a second day. I was just looking at it like, you know what? By tomorrow, that's just going to be a stone. I'm going to eat it. Yes, Panda. Bella is preggers. Didn't we say this?
We did, but I think she came in after.
Maybe that makes sense.
Yes, a baby. I found out that I was pregnant 3 days ago. I think.
Is exciting.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
My sense of time has not changed. I still suck at it.
Yeah, same. I love the fact that from the picture that I used to color pick Lass's hair, I decided to just focus on one picture and go from that because her hair changes so much in the Facebook pictures I was stalking. Everything turned out blue, so she feels like a comic book character.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because just all the blue colors. Because her hair was black in the picture, but everything that I pulled was blue, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go with this.
Thank you, Panda.
Honestly, I think your family's more excited than you are, and that's saying something, because you guys are thrilled. But your mom and your sister,
Oh my god.
they're a bit crazy.
My mom
What did she do?
is sitting here and she's like, I'm already planning ways to spoil. I'm already planning ways to spoil. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My tiny human is creating a tiny human. Just like, Jesus, Mom.
At least I was just like, sweet, I'll have more sewing projects. I can practice, and then promptly didn't bring it up again. It's a jelly bean.
No, and you have no idea. My sister pissed me off, and I don't think she meant to because I know she was partially joking.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, Jesus, pregnancy hormones. You're going to make me get into a fight with my sister over nothing. Stop.
Pregnancy hormones, why?
But she was video chatting with me. She goes, I need to talk to the munchkin. I'm like, dude, I don't even have a baby bump. There's nothing to signify there's a baby there. Where do you want me to put the phone?
Really talk to the munchkin already? There is no
So-
munchkin. There's a theoretical ball of cells.
I know. So I go ahead and I'm like, fine. So I put my phone down by my tummy and she's like, hi, munchkin. This is your auntie. You have to give your mommy lots of morning sickness. And I just got so pissed off.
Oh my god, why would she wish that on you?
I was like, I love you. I love you, Brooke. I have to go. Bye. And just hung up. I was so
That's so rude.
Well, and I know she was joking, which
But
is
it's
the bad
still
thing.
rude to wish any kind of misery on somebody. Like,
And then
seriously.
Because I was so offended, I was like, you know what? I hope she gets pregnant with triplets and has morning sickness for all of them. Triple the morning sickness, triple the weight gain, triple the terror.
Don't put that into the universe.
I was so mad. Well, no, she is destined to have a kid just like her. My mom wished it on her a very long time ago.
Oh, no, I'm saying if you put that into the universe, it might blow back at you.
Twins run in my family. I'm not surprised if it happens.
Mm-hmm. I still can't believe that nightmare I had in high school about having twins and you killing me and abducting them and raising them as your own. Because we look just enough alike.
I still can't believe you'd have a nightmare thinking I would actually murder you for babies, because I would never murder you for.
You were not that quick to deny it in high school. You contemplated it. You were like, I mean, were they cute? That was your reply.
I was such a brat.
You really, really wanted twins then for some reason.
I really don't want them now.
That's the worst part, is if you get twins, you have nobody to blame but yourself because you've been wishing for them since high school.
Yeah.
Look, Cattle agrees with me. Cattle agrees. I have very weird nightmares, Panda, because if my dreams ever do involve me, my life turns into a sitcom.
I'm not looking forward to pregnancy dreams, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be hilarious.
Because my mom says that when she was pregnant with my brother, she had dreams that cartoon refrigerators were chasing her and throwing food at her. And that this was a nightmare, so she woke up crying from it. And I'm like, I don't want that.
Oh, and I can just bet how much of a supportive person your dad was.
You know, I don't know. Considering it was a boy, I think he would have been more supportive than he was Brooke and me. I feel bad because I always tell Jake, I'm like, Mom didn't even want you at first.
Why would you actually tell him that?
It was when I was younger. And
Oh yeah, because that excuses everything.
Now I'm always making up for it. I'm like, Jake, you were wanted, you were loved, you're the miracle child, you were meant to be here.
Aiden was the miracle child, and then so was Riley. And now Lillian and Hope, especially Hope. And I'm just like, Skyla, that's my cousin, for nobody paying attention, who was told she would never have kids and now has 4.
4.
And thank God she finally got her tubes tied.
Good idea.
After 4. I'm just so done. It was just 4 is what it took, Skyla. 4. I don't know if I pulled any colors for the crown. I didn't. I'm gonna have to improvise crown colors. Oh no.
It is okay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that doesn't mean it's... Huh?
Do you want me to pull up, like, pictures of a crown and just send it to you over Discord so you can...
I couldn't open it. The way Psy works with OBS is I can't open anything.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it's window capture, so if I open anything over Psy, that's what will be streamed, and I don't really want to show everybody my Discord.
That would be screen capture, not window capture, because with window capture with maybe it's just...
I'm on OBS Classic.
Yeah, I use OBS Classic too, and as long as I have it as window capture instead of monitor capture, I can open anything up and it'll still just show Psy.
Not for me.
What the hell?
Hmm?
It's gotta be a computer thing then.
Why isn't this working?
Maybe
I'm on Eraser. That's why it's not working.
Maybe Lucian's just picky.
I don't know, maybe I have an update I haven't picked up or something.
I feel so sad. Italian dressing just spilled on my desk and not in my salad.
Why is that so pregnant? Sorry. So to say, why is that so Ashley, it's just dressing. Was it the last of the dressing?
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, that's completely understandable. Hi, Sponge Brain! It is art! I am making a lass that's still looking slightly demented.
Hi, Sponge.
Doo-doo.
Salad is good. Salad is healthy. These are my veggies for today. I can be balanced. I forgot to take the chicken out to defrost.
Salad is gross, and I forgot to take out the ground beef to defrost, but then again, I'm not sure I'm making spaghetti since Kevin comes home today and doesn't like red sauce. Gives him heartburn.
Doing this thing.
I see. There's skin leaking into the eye.
No!
Yep.
How dare you? How dare you, skin layer?
Yay, it'll be art for everybody. Art all around. Did I did! Oops.
I can't.
I colored the eyeliner part with white. That was adorable.
Oh, that made me hurt.
Less adorable.
No, still adorable, just not Completely adorable.
It's
Oh.
less adorable. It's less adorable if it
It's
causes
because I
pain.
slept weird.
You slept weird and that's why your sneeze hurt?
Well, yeah, because I have a crick in my neck, and when
I'm
I
just
sneezed,
gonna
my neck
pretend this
shifted.
makes sense.
Karen Carter commented on my link. Stop commenting on my stuff. I don't like you.
Who's Karen Carter?
I mean,
You don't have to tell the
she's
story on Discord on stream.
no,
Hi,
she's like
silly
my ex.
I'm too stuttery for your name. Hi,
Silly
Snakes.
Snake Studios. Oh, hello.
I even did
She's
the Sally
my
sold seashells on the seashore tongue twister, but for some reason the snakes one's just worse.
what's the word I'm looking for? Ex step grandma. That's what it is.
Oh, hey, I have one of those. I didn't know we both had an ex-step grandmother.
Yeah, she was my dad's babysitter when he was younger.
That makes... What? Was she ever married to anybody's dad?
She married my
Grandfather.
dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you just said babysitter, so I was like, wait, is this not a legit thing? Is this just...
Well, no, it was my dad's dad. Because I don't know him, so I don't call him grandpa because I don't know him.
Why? I'm on skin. That's why.
My dad's dad was married to my Gigi,
Uh-huh.
and because he was married to my Gigi, they had my dad. And then when my Gigi was working, Karen would babysit
Your
my
dad.
dad. And then my dad's dad had an affair with Karen.
Oh.
So then Gigi and my dad's dad got a divorce.
As you
And
do.
Yeah, and then he married the babysitter. And then years later divorced her to get married to some biker chick named Tinkerbell.
Wow, you got lots of tropes there in your family.
Mm-hmm. So
Ex-step grandmother. I have an ex-step grandmother because my dad and his mom. My dad's dad and his mom. Yeah, Panda Tinkerbell. That's the kind of people she's got in her life.
No, I don't know her. She's in Florida. That's all I know.
But I just have an ex-step grandmother because my dad got a stepmother when he was a kid. What layer is that on? On the eye layer, okay. I'm so distracted from myself right now, which is not a good thing to be. Let's see. Need to rename eye white. I know what I'm gonna do. Just gonna make it an eye set inside the color set. Drag eye white into there. Open. New layer. So many layers. I haven't saved. Okay, saved. Ha 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 ha. I'm still not telling.
That struggle.
Yeah. Pupil.
But yeah, I guess she wanted to get in contact recently, so she tried to add me on Facebook.
Weird.
And I said, okay, fine, I'll add you on Facebook. That way I can talk to you through Messenger because I heard you were trying to reach me. No, she just comments on all my shit. I'm like, no, this is not why I added you.
Yeah. Rude. Very rude. My ex-step grandmother just my dad's stepmom who divorced my grandpa and made him lose his printing company. Fun times. She forced him to take a second mortgage out on their house to pay for their daughter's wedding at a country club. It had to be at a country club. So weird.
Really weird.
Pupils.
I would have costed a total of $75.
Counting dress?
That was just for the marriage certificate.
Sweet.
The dress was $10 because I got it at Ross. Now there's gonna be a baby.
At least you'll have the baby at the wedding. That'll be adorable.
Or a ring bearer if it's a boy. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm good. I'm happy again.
What, you're thinking of having your kid at the wedding and you're happy again?
Yeah. I'm telling you, emotions are everywhere. It's crazy.
Oh, it's actually quite reasonable.
But yeah, because the ceremony itself was going to cost 100 and something, but then the priest found out that Steven's military, and he was like, "I know it wasn't in the window or anything. I'd like to thank you for your service," and cut the cost out.
Sweet. Nice guy.
So I was like, yes.
Iris.
Dude, he was the funniest priest ever. He was like, "Are you sure you want to marry him? Are you sure?" And then he'd look at Steven and he's like, "You're a lucky one."
That's awesome.
I'm just like, hee. Self-confidence boosted.
I actually got kind of hit on for the first time in ever the other day.
Really?
Yeah, so I have to face the bread wall at my job, which, of course, I'm 4'11". I can't reach the top 2 shelves, so I'm constantly carrying around the floral step stool because it's taller than the bakery's and she's hardly there in the morning.
Right.
And so I have a step stool that's, about 5 foot. It's basically the same height as me. And I'm walking by this guy who's just trying to pick out a milk. And I was like, hey, and I excused myself, tried to get by, and then I made the same quip I always do when I have to walk around carting a step stool and want to look funny and not awkward. I basically just say, I can't remember exactly what I said, something along the lines of it's, it's not a good sign when you're the same height as the step stool. And this guy just went, well, if it helps any, you're I don't remember his exact phrasing, but it was basically, you're a hell of a lot more attractive than the step stool. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I get almost to the back, and I'm by the back door, and he goes, you single? And I just blank and go, no, and I go in the back. And then I come back out with the ladder, and he's still by the milk, and he because I had to put the ladder away, and I came back out to get, I forget what it was. I left something in the bread aisle that I had to go grab, and I come back out, and he just hollers as I walk by, too bad! And I'm like, was he joking? Was he trying to joke back, or did I just get hit on? It was so weird. Because I've been hit on like 5 times in my life, and most.
all grown up.
Oh,
She got
hush.
hit on at work.
Well, I mean, at least this time it was pleasant and not the creepy guy. I've told you the story about the creepy guy and the old guy in the scooter when I was facing the bread wall and the bottom ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy wasn't so much fun. Of course, that guy was creepy and old, and this one was young and tall. I'm pretty sure we've established that my type is tall, which is awfully convenient considering how short I am. My type is tall, which basically includes almost everybody. Happy days. That's a really tiny eraser. I need that to be a little bit bigger. Zoom, zoom.
No, I found more Italian dressing on my desk.
Just pick it up with a finger and lick it.
I don't know if this desk is clean. I don't know when I last cleaned it.
That never stops me. Then again, we remember how much that usually. I've told you a story about how in 6th grade I ate a cheesecake sample off of a freaking bleacher floor. Not my proudest moment.
That's cheesecake, dude. It doesn't go
It
to
was
waste.
chocolate cheesecake, fancy chocolate cheesecake. Oh my god! Sorry, there was like a bird outside my window. But it was huge.
Hi, bird.
It freaked me out. Because I have curtains that are semi-transparent, so I just see this large lump moving on the wall right next to my window. Which,
Are you okay?
it's mild fear for a second. And then I was like, oh, it's just a bird. Those are normal here. Yeah, Panda, bird! Because the shape of the bird, it looked like a rat for a second. For just half a second. It looked like a rat the size of my forearm. So I was like, oh, it's just a bird. Great. I think this is cyberbullying.
Well, anytime I think of birds, I think of the night because you know. Have you seen Cattle's the Night videos?
Don't know.
Oh my god, they're hilarious. I love them.
Ah, that's not what I wanted to happen there at all. Why am I on eraser? Ah. There we go. Make the pupil eye a bit more pupily black.
You're still on eraser.
I'm not
There you
still
go.
on eraser. You're just behind me.
You were still on eraser.
I was not.
Like
That
5
line you
seconds
saw
ago.
where I erased in the middle of the pupil, that was me in the middle, that was me going, "Oh, I'm still on eraser."
Yeah,
You are
I-
behind.
I know.
Am I on the wrong layer now? I am. How do I even say that, Panda?
I'm not gonna try
To
because I
Jeep
don't want to sound
to
like
Jeep? I don't know. No, it's bird noise, but I feel like I'm racist for saying that. That's how badly I did that.
I just remembered the dream I had.
Tell us, oh mighty pregnant one.
Well, no, because last night I was playing Pokemon Go while going on my walk because,
Why bother exercising if it's not
reading.
with video games?
well, because I was reading that when you're pregnant, you should get at least 2 hours, or at most 2 hours and 30 minutes of exercise a week.
Uh-huh.
That way, all the weight you gain is healthy weight instead of
Just
you know,
pudge.
yeah. And so I walk like 20 minutes every day because that gets me to roughly 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm like, hey.
Trying to
right in there.
overachieve.
So from the, was it the 5th or the 7th? I don't remember, but something started on Pokemon Go where it's like grass type.
Yeah, I saw that. There's a grass type swarm.
Yeah, they were not kidding. Okay, because I caught Chikorritas and Bellsprouts. I was so happy about the Bellsprout.
I didn't go for a walk. I really should have. But when I saw that it was late at night and my phone was dying, and I was just like, exercise.
Well, it's until tomorrow. I think it ends tomorrow, or tomorrow might be the last day of it, something like that.
Maybe I'll try it when I'm actually at work then. Walking to work, rather.
And God, it was so awesome. So in my dream, it was all Pokemon related. I was a Pokemon trainer
Pokemon!
because I wanted to be the very best. Fuck, it's got on my water.
What's up?
There was something on my water, and I didn't know what it was, and it was wigging me out. I think that's going to be my next drawing.
What's gonna be your next drawing? Use a Pokemon?
Me
Trainer?
and my friends as Pokemon trainers.
Woo!
Because I'm
That
calling
reminds
it
me,
now.
I should really, I should really get started on your third form Pokemon.
I have to still color the second one.
Yeah. That first one, that super simple one, took like 2 hours.
I know. Because I had all those textures, and I was like, I'm gonna play with this.
You're like, I'm gonna texturize.
But, yeah. Because I know if I was a Pokemon trainer, I'd be a mixed trainer of water and poison type.
Neat.
Because those are my two favorites.
I'm
I
drawn
feel
to
like I
pretty much any Pokemon with loyalty in its freaking description. Gardevoir, Lucario. Anything that has any kind of anywhere emphasis on this Pokemon is loyal, I'm like, that one's with me. And then Blaziken for classic.
I was about to say Blaziken too, huh?
Blaziken. Because who doesn't want a giant... I'm pretty sure Blaziken is the exact same height as Gavin, if not an inch taller.
That's a giant Pokemon.
It's a giant Pokemon that kick fights. Obviously, I want it near me. Because
Yeah.
I have a smart
If I
mouth
remember
and a tiny body.
Charizard is like 2 inches taller than me. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not riding a Charizard.
I mean, you could. It all depends on their body density. You just have to hang on really tight.
That's true. I'm almost out of water.
Oh no. Anything but that.
What's the problem? Okay, I've had 2 bowls of salad. I think breakfast is good for now.
2
Lunch will
bowls.
probably be the cheeseburger.
You know you don't need to take the eating for
food.
2 thing literally, right?
No, I need to eat more balanced meals, and I don't eat veggies as it is. So this is me being like, veggies for today.
I'm just teasing you.
But yeah. And I got really offended out of nowhere. Like, I was trying to talk to somebody who is actually a new mom. And they were like, have you set up an appointment with an OBGYN yet? And I'm like, well, no, because I have a doctor's appointment actually tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I saw that Facebook string.
Yeah, I have a appointment with my primary doctor, and I want to talk to her and see, who she'd recommend and kind of figure out where to go from there. And she's like, well, that's fine and all, but you should really get an appointment with an OBGYN. And I know she was trying to do it like new mother advice to expecting mother advice.
But it was still like, why do you think I'm going to the primary doctor? I'm getting a recommendation.
Right, but I also felt offended. I'm like, I'm not stupid. I'm going to the primary to let her know what's going on so she knows that I'm not taking the medication I'm supposed to be, see if there's any medication I can take.
Yeah.
And then refer me to an OBGYN that's perhaps in the same building. That way they can still communicate.
Yeah. Would be nice.
Trying to be smart about it. Because I've never done this ever.
Yeah. Fancy that. You haven't done this before? Just because you joke that you basically raised your brother doesn't mean you actually have any experience with this.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep like texting my mom. I'm like, is this normal?
The bird's back! Sorry. Just this giant bird hopping along the wall.
But I keep like texting my mom and I'm like, is this normal? Mom, this is happening. Is this normal? Mom, is this normal?
You realize that not every pregnancy is the same and she might not have the right answers for you, right?
I know. And she's like, it's okay, honey. You're pregnant. Things are gonna be weird. I'm like, yeah, but my tummy feels weird. And she's like, it's going to.
There's that person in there, Ashley.
It's so weird. Because, like,
I titled this Queen Lass. It should have been Ashley's pregnant.
I know, right? Because that's all I keep talking about.
And I'm more than enabling it.
But it's weird because, like, I don't feel sick or anything. It's not like a sick weird, but it's just like I don't feel normal, but I don't feel odd. And I'm just kind of like, I feel weird. And it's a weird feeling, and I'm not used to feeling weird, so...
Weird feelings tend to feel weird.
Yeah, I guess I do, huh?
I'm such a good friend, except for when I'm mean. Like, I'm super, super nice until I hit that point where I feel safe making fun of you, and then it's just like, oh, look at what she's doing again. How mean.
It's okay. If I start crying, it's not actually because you hurt my feelings. It's the pregnancy hormones. I
hurt the baby's feelings.
The baby said, you hurt mommy's feelings. I'm going to make her cry. Silly baby. Silly jelly bean.
Gonna blame it all on the baby. I don't like how rhythmic that was.
That was very rhythm. I have trouble saying words now. It's irritating.
How? Okay, I'll buy it. How on earth is being pregnant making you have trouble saying words?
No, I've been having trouble saying words since I fell down the stairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your
But
doctor
it's not.
said about that?
They said that that was normal, and that if it doesn't clear up in a couple of months, then to see him again.
Mm.
Because then they were like, oh, well, then we'll do a CT scan of your brain or an MRI of your brain to make sure that you're okay.
You're
Because
like,
my family.
you can't do that now.
Yeah, I can't do that now. It's a bit too much radiation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's okay.
It will be as it is. I should have had you teach me how to install that one fluffy brush that you got. That'd be perfect for this big fluff giant bit of
I
cape.
just downloaded a giant pack off of DeviantArt.
Yeah, and I meant to ask you to help me through that, but I didn't. 'Cause I'm a procrastinator. Literally, the only reason I'm doing this now, I'll be honest with you guys, is because I got tipsy and told Cattle I was on his stream. I made the commitment tipsy. I was tipsy. It sounded like a great idea. I'm going to finally color that sketch. And then I was like, well, I said I'd do the thing. I guess I'm doing the thing. I just realized that I've colored the cape on the earring layer, but that's okay. I'm going to change it to cape layer, erase the earrings that are 2 dabs of color, and do the earring layer on its own later.
There you go.
Oops, the daisy.
Problem solving with Cass.
Mm-hmm. Work smarter, not harder. And other militaristic sayings that my dad drilled into my brain. Like, hurry up and wait. Heard that one a lot.
My dad was very much an emergency on your part does not constitute one on mine.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad had a similar one. It was a lack of foresight or a lack of proper planning, depending on which one my mom didn't have. On your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. I got that one a lot. I never did, actually, because I was really good about planning. I got that from him. But my brother, my mom, and my cousin, oh, they got it. They heard that one a few times. Do. Starting to look like an art. It's amazing to me how much easier coloring feels to the line art. Are you the same way? Do you find coloring easier than lining?
Yeah, usually. I feel like coloring.
Lass! Look, you're so pretty for my art level.
I feel like coloring is very calming.
Yeah. Line art's always, why does the picture not look like it does in my head?
So, yeah. That's what I do. Oh, I feel a burp coming on.
She sounds
Excuse
so
me.
angry.
Yeah, see? Pardon me.
I'm glad you like it, Lass. Right now I'm just doing flat colors. The picture I used to pull for your hair color ended up with a lot of blue, so you're gonna be very blue-haired. Cattle is lurking. I did not realize Cattle was even still here. He's been so quiet.
Thank you, Lass.
Baby Bella. I like the alliteration.
Everybody's saying, well, Tiffany's saying that a lot too. She's like, oh my gosh, it's Baby Bella's.
I mean,
I'm like, okay.
I just went with your sprout in the garden joke.
I
think I've been a lot more chill about this than most of your other people and friends have.
Oh, you are. You
and
so are.
I don't know why. It's just like, it's super exciting, but it's gonna be several months before anything super big happens. Like, before you even start to really look different.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a matter of what can I do beyond be excited with you?
I told Anna, and I sort of regret telling her.
Why? What did she say?
And it wasn't that she was like being mean about it or
You're getting
just, pregnancy
shruffled.
hormones.
Are you nudging your mic?
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't hear anything you just said.
Okay. I said it's not that she said anything bad. It's just pregnancy hormones.
Yeah, but what did she say?
But she
It's
just kind of
gossip art
paused.
stream time.
Well, she just kind of paused and she was like, "You are?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, that's great. You've wanted a baby for like forever, right?"
I mean, that's kind of over. You wanted twins forever. You don't want that now. Just because you wanted it before doesn't mean it's what you want now.
I'm like, well, not exactly, because the last time we talked, I remember telling you that I was hoping to not have a baby until we moved, but okay.
Lass was accusing you of baby brain.
It's already starting.
Yup.
I sit there and everybody's like, "You're gonna start forgetting things so often," and I'm like, "Okay."
Not necessarily, Panda. I mean, probably, let's be honest,
probably
but not necessarily.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Like, I'm super creative, obviously, but neither of my parents really are. Sometimes it's just, it's nature versus nurture.
And it is. Like, my sister, brother, and I were all raised in a video game family. Like, we all played video games. And my sister doesn't like video games, like, at all. She's not a fan of them.
Not a gamer.
Which is okay.
Yeah. Means more gaming resources for you.
She's really fashionable, though. So.
My family thought I wasn't a gamer. It took them a while to realize that it was just my brother wouldn't let me play the damn games. She'll ruin them. I took better care of those things than you ever did because I was playing them in secret.
It's the best time to play them.
Well, it means I couldn't play them very much because I couldn't save.
Oh my god, do you know what I have to do?
No.
I have to play Zelda.
Breath of the Wild?
No, I don't have a Wii Switch. A Wii
Oh,
Switch.
Wii Switch. I like it.
So, see, my brain, so funny.
There is a ton of art forms, Lass.
I don't have a Switch. Or a Wii U, because I think it released for the Wii U also.
It did, but I'm pretty sure Switch is better.
Probably.
It's also way more expensive.
But I'll just play the ones I have, you know, like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and
things.
Twilight Princess.
I've been watching Rabbid Luigi's playthrough of Breath of the Wild.
I'm not watching any playthroughs about it because I want to be able to play it myself. And my brother's like, "I'm going to save up to get you a Switch." And I'm like, "Good job doing that without a job."
Did he lose his job?
He did, because he couldn't walk. When he broke his leg.
When did Jake break his leg?
His foot. He broke his foot.
When did he break his foot?
A couple months. January?
Dang, how did I forget this? Was I ever told this?
I think January. No, because it was like a small break by his pinky toe, but if he was going to put any pressure on it outside of the boot, it would completely shatter that part of his foot.
Ugh.
So he was in a boot, but he was in a boot for like 3 months.
Damn. Yes, Bella has a brother named Jake. So did I'm trying to remember, Billy and Rick. They had Jacob brothers too, didn't they?
Yeah, they do.
Like everybody had a younger brother named Jake in high school.
But yeah, he broke his foot and it got better.
Younger or older brother, Lass?
It got better recently.
I need to know
he lost it because of he broke his foot, but a lot of people are saying that he lost it because of his girlfriend at the time, because she would make a hissy fit that he could talk, or that he was talking to like the female managers and that he was supposedly flirting with the female managers and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you were
Lass has a
Insecures.
younger brother named Jacob. This is awesome.
It was a common name.
It really was.
And it's a lovely name. It's a good name.
I am the younger sibling. That's the surprising part when people meet you and me, Bella, is people will look at us and think I'm the older kind of person. Because I act more responsible.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite stories about you, actually, is when your younger brother and I were messing around outside of the grocery store and, like, pulling on like, hanging off of that tree's branches
Oh
and
my
stuff.
god.
And
Yeah.
you scolded the hell out of him. We're, like, in high school, so he was what? Oh, God, I'm blanking on how much younger than us he is.
He's 5 years younger than me, so 5 years younger than you also.
Yes, because we're only a month apart.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm playing with something. I need to put that down.
So he'd have been like 12 or 13 then. Still smaller than us, barely. Such a long time ago. But we were both pulling on the branches and playing around, and you were like, Jake, stop it, you're embarrassing me. And both me and Jake were like, why didn't you scold me? Well, because you're not my sibling. And I just looked at Bella, look around. To the people around us, I am your sibling, because we look that much alike.
Yeah, it's true.
We did before my hair turned brown.
My hair's turning brown too.
Woo, we need to go outdoors more. I at least have the defensive I moved from Arizona to Seattle where there's no sun.
Oh, yeah, no. Mine is just growing in that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, your hair will change because you got pregnant. You realize that, right?
Well, I mean, it was becoming brown before I got pregnant.
Well, no, I mean, like, my mom, her hair was straight, and then she'd get pregnant and be curly, and then she'd get pregnant again and it'd be straight.
Oh, yeah. The same thing happened to my mom. She got pregnant with me, and she had straight hair like mine, like exactly like mine. And then she got pregnant with me, and it went curly and thin. And then she got pregnant with Brooke, and it went back to straight. And then she got pregnant with Jake, and it went to wavy curly.
Yep. So who knows what your hair will do?
She looked at me dead in my face on the video camera because she called. I'm just not even. She called, and we're talking, and she's like, "Oh, maybe your baby will take your hair like you took mine." And I was like,
Really? Why is everyone making your baby out to sound like some malicious entity?
I don't know. I love my lip. Can't see where it's at right now, but
your family is silly.
I know. I haven't heard from my dad since I told him. I'm scared I scared him.
That's awesome.
Well, because when I told him, I was like, "Hey, Dad, first I want to start this off with a really happy Father's Day," and he was like, "Early Father's Day?" Because I know it's in like June.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Cause you're gonna be a grandpa."
Click.
He was just like, "Oh, congratulations."
Somebody's not ready to feel old.
And I was like,
doesn't he consistently have girlfriends that are like surprisingly younger than him or married?
We're married. The girlfriend he has now, he's been with for a year. She's actually older than him by like 3 or 4 years.
Dang, that's a first. What about the super rich married lady that he was dating in Jersey?
They were the same age. They went to elementary school together.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird picturing your dad as an elementary kid.
I know, right?
I've always known him as
bowl cut and everything.
I've always known him as bald and mean.
He's getting better. He's not terribly.
You've said that before.
I know. He's not terrible anymore.
As the best friend's job, it's my job to hate him when you don't.
I know. I'm gonna extend an olive branch, kind of, because I don't really know his girlfriend, and I don't really feel at ease around his girlfriend because she seems like she's nice.
That's bad?
No, but it's like there's something off about it. Like she's hiding something, and I don't know if it's
she's nice. She's obviously devious.
Her hiding that, she's not really herself. I don't know, but it just something feels off, and I can't quite explain what it is.
Whatever, trust your instincts. Just like with just Bama.
Yeah. But since he's been with her for like a year, I'm gonna ask him if he can ask her what she would like the baby to call her, since she's obviously going to be around.
Maybe wait until you show. The baby's more than a theoretical bunch of cells.
Yeah, I know. And I told Steven, I'm like, she's not going to be grandma. Anything close to grandma is not happening, because she's not my stepmother. She's nowhere close to my mother.
Yeah. My mom has my cousin's kids call her Nona. And my aunt, her mom, got pissed about it. But at first my mom went through like 3 different nicknames, and every time my aunt, who was the grandmother, was like, they can't call you that, they'll call me that. And my mom was always like, how many names are you gonna take? I live closer, I'm gonna be around the kids more, I get a name at some point. Especially considering the whole, my cousin grew up calling my dad Uncle Daddy. 'Cause, you know, that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Totally legit. I have a weird family.
Weird. My best friend from when I was like 5, 6, 7. She's pregnant too. She's 32 weeks though, so she's like almost done.
I mentioned it in line to somebody at the grocery store, because it was the first day that you told people, and it just came out. Because I was in line on the phone, and I don't like doing that, and I was just like, my best friend's pregnant. And apparently everybody's pregnant, and they're all with girls. So let's hope you got the second water stream, the one with the boys.
Hopefully. But she's 32 weeks, and she's so, like, she's got the biggest baby belly for her frame ever. I'm just like, that's a healthy baby.
Might be 2. I mean, I doubt it at this point she'd know, but still. Let's see, gotta find a nice antique gold. This color?
I clicked a button.
No, I want a lighter gold than that. Since everything else is turning out so dark, but that's not very gold at all. This is very difficult. No worries, lass. I'm just happy you got to see at least a little bit of it. Having trouble finding the right gold for you. Yeah. I think I found the right gold. Just gonna... No, it looks very green. I don't want a green gold. Goldy gold.
I have to like wait until I see what you're talking about.
The one I was talking about that looked too green is the one where I actually zoomed out.
Yeah, okay. I could see that.
So difficult. And then I just zoomed out again.
Well, that one's pretty.
I should really be like swatching, that way I can keep track of the ones that I do like and don't like. Maybe it looks green because of the blue background.
You know, that is possible.
I don't know, it's still not yellowy enough. I want a nice yellow gold.
If you want it to be a little more yellowy gold, up at the top with the color wheel, you can shift that little top bubble a little more towards the orange, because right now it's sitting closer to the green.
Yeah, I thought I got it centered, but you're right. That does look very... There we go.
And that might help a tiny bit.
I mean, it helps a little bit.
No, it's not overwhelmingly green.
Yeah, you can definitely see the difference between where I switched to the yellow one. Maybe a little bit less.
Though it does look a little more bronzy now, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm trying to thank you. I'm trying to zoom out and it just kept zooming in.
Oh, that one's nice.
I mean, a yellow, the one I just did that's vertical, which one?
You
Vertical?
did it like vertically and then horizontally.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm leaning towards, because a nice orangey one would go well because she has the blue hair. Just doing this to test. I mean, maybe, if I do some nice... I think that makes a good base color, and then I can highlight with a different one.
Yeah. And then depending on what color you make the gems too, it'll make it
It'll
look a different
make it
color
look very
also,
different,
so.
yeah. I want to save these for a new paste golds, just in case I need any of those for reference. What layer was this? This is just
You can
a...
always do them in your swatches too.
I could, but I don't know how to do that. So for now, I'm just gonna do that.
Oh.
Yeah. You can teach me that at
Do you
some
want me
point off. Teach me that at some point off stream.
Okay, because it's actually
Okay.
really, really simple.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like
Okay.
the swatches that much. I'll figure it out.
They're lifesavers.
Yeah, but I'll get confused about which ones are which.
Well, yeah, I usually have it separated, like the first swatches that you see up at the, obviously the beginning, you don't have any right now, but those will be the ones that I work with on my art, and then I'll scroll it down so you can't see those, and then the ones all the way at the bottom are the colors I either like or I want to play with to see how they work.
Makes sense.
But that's just me, everybody is different.
Definitely, yeah. Like you don't start with flat colors on everything. You go one layer at a time, which makes
Right.
sense. But if I'd done that, I wouldn't have been able to tell that the gold looked too green next to the blue hair.
That's true. So every process has its ups and downs.
Yep.
That's one of them, because you've seen it. I go to put a color down and I'm like, whoa, this looks really weird, and then I go and I have to change it.
Yep. I have seen that.
Yeah.
I really do like your whole color outside the lines and then erase what's not in them technique, though. Have definitely adopted that.
It makes it easy. You don't have to worry with the layer system about messing it up, and you can just
Yup. This
fix
is why I
things
like
together.
layers.
Dude, I was singing yesterday, like all kinds of songs that I didn't know I even remembered.
Maybe your baby's gonna be a musician.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
I mean, you were learning piano there for a hot second. Not piano, violin there for a hot second.
Yeah, I was learning violin, and then Jake was trying to teach me how to play the piano because he can.
Yeah. Which is so cool. Didn't he basically teach himself using YouTube videos?
Yeah, he did. And then he actually took a music class in high school because he was like, I really want to learn how to read sheet music because I know how to do it with just the keys, but I can't read sheet music.
I've learned how to read sheet music 3 times, and every time, the second it was no longer pertinent, like over a summer, gone forever, everything. Can't remember the acronyms, can't remember anything. I am not musically inclined. Like, I know most of it's hard work and perseverance, but you gotta have some actual retention rate for it, and I do not. Doesn't help that I'm tone deaf and literally deaf in one ear either.
This
At
is
least-
coming along so pretty.
Thank you. Part of the reason I want to do flat colors first, too, is I don't know if I'm going to shade it your style with all the blending and the blurring and the prettiness, which I do love, or if I'm going to go for a more cartoonish style where it's just got, like, a dark line.
You do what you feel is best. This is your canvas.
Literally.
Literally.
There we go. Now go back up to crown and eraser. Make sure preserve opacity isn't clicked. I need to turn that layer back on so that I can actually see what's blue and transparent and what's not. On the bright side, I am starting to filter out the sound of the pen in my head. Thought for sure that it would
Yeah.
drive me mad.
It still drives me bonkers, but that's just because my nibs wear down in such a weird way.
Your art is fantastic, but it has demands upon the nibs that cannot be met.
It's just weird. Like all my nibs, normally if you wear them down the right way, they get kind of smooth. But mine will end up like with a point, so it ends up scratchy. And I'm like, what are you doing to my tablet?
That reminds me, I need to look up how you can actually tell your nib is worn down.
Depending on how far down it is in the pen.
Yeah, but I have no point of reference for what's too far.
Oh, well, that's where I come in because I have a nib that's too small. I can just send
Okay.
you a picture of it later.
Sweet! This is why it's awesome
I'll-
to wait to learn to art until you have a friend that's awesome at art.
I mean, I'll take the picture now. That way I don't forget to do that. But
Yep, Baby Rain. Cattle Bear is now
tablet is so
playing
plugged in,
Borderlands
so-
2.
Of course he is.
He is a lurker. He was
Whoa.
only here for like 10 seconds. I guess if you want him to pay attention to your stream, you gotta invite him to talk in it, huh?
He usually reads my chat for me.
Racer.
Where's the one?
Don't judge me. I will judge Cattle Bear because I
Judging.
saw that pop up yesterday when I was about to clean, and I was like, sweet, I can put that on the screen and listen to him while I clean. That'll be awesome. And I waited 15 minutes for a stream to start. When my brain went, wait, wouldn't he have started streaming by now if he was gonna? And then I looked on everything, on your Discord, on your YouTube, and then I actually messaged you on Steam, and I was like, is there no stream? Because you normally stream that game, and I was excited for a stream. I was so disappointed, and that is why there's judgment. That is also the key to how come I'm usually lurking in his chats. It's because I have him on Steam, and boop, Cattle Bear's playing game he normally streams. And I'll just pop over to his channel.
I just took selfies. I got distracted and started taking selfies.
I can't breathe!
How that happens.
Oh my god, I need a drink of water after that. I can't breathe. Just literally took out your phone to take a picture of the nib, and while still talking to me about art, forgot what you were doing and started taking selfies?
Yeah.
That's not baby brain, that's Ashley brain.
That's pure my normal brain. Come on, camera, focus.
That's so I've learned, Cattle, so I've learned. Next time I won't get my expectations up. That'll teach me to be excited about a Cattle Bear stream, won't it? So that's it with
After
flats.
you're done streaming, I'm probably gonna stream.
What are you gonna stream?
I don't know yet. Probably arts.
I mean, if you color the second Bella evolution, I can hang out in your chat instead of cleaning.
I mean, I could do that.
I'm content. Like,
I
I
have all the
obviously I'm
colors.
gonna keep going and I'm gonna shade, but I am content with how it's looking so far.
It is. It's looking really good.
Gotta
That was a
erase
weird way
the
to say good,
gem
Ashley.
bits on this. I have no idea what color gems I'm gonna put, so Lass, while you're here, are you still here? What gems do you like? What are your favorite colors? If you wore a crown, what gems would you put in? Rubies created from the... You've been so about... Oh, did you get unclicked from live? Yeah, what gems would you like? I don't know no gems. Okay, then we're gonna go with rubies for the hardened blood of your enemies?
Hardened blood of your enemies.
I don't know. Rubies and emeralds, apparently. She likes green.
You could have the center one be an emerald and then the two on the side be...
I was actually thinking of the exact reverse. Was having the center one be the
Really?
ruby and having the side ones be emeralds. But because I did different shapes, and I don't know which one's more likely to the shapes. But this oblong one feels very emerald shaped, and I usually see rounder rubies. Hi, black veil brides. I can't read. Welcome to It's Morning. I Can't Read with Cass.
Welcome to It's Morning. I can't read.
There's a reason I was always lucky when I had math class first period. I can do numbers in the morning. I just can't do words. Why do you think I'd stay awake until 3 a.m. writing instead of right when I wake up? Bella, could you Google for me what Gems of June birthday has?
You got it.
Also, oh crap, June is next month. I need to prepare for this.
The June birth. No, not birth flower. What the hell is wrong with you, Google? I put stone.
Or did you?
It says the birthstones for June are moonstones, pearls, and
Ooh.
alexandrite.
What does alexandrite look like?
Oh, it's so pretty. It shifts from like.
Okay, I can't color it then. I am not at that skill level yet, and neither of these look like moonstones or pearls, so I guess I could do little pearlescence without lining along the bottom. Might do that.
You could do that. Well, alexandrite's actually really not that hard. It's a green to purple. Almost like a gradient, not a shift, but a gradient.
I mean, I think the rubies would look nice because she has that red coat and the green shirt.
Yeah.
The red coat looks awful brown red. I pulled these specifically from a picture of a cloak, and it still is not very helpful. Still don't like the color that I pulled. It's more of a highlight color, isn't it?
Oh, pardon me.
Never.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what's awesome about preserve opacity that you're about to see? Changing the color of the cape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just coloring right over it. Don't gotta be specific or nothing. Just gonna change the color for me. I love preserve opacity. It is the favorite of me.
Dude, that is so cool.
Isn't it helpful? I knew I saw a little bit of white fluff outside the line.
I'm gonna start using that to my advantage.
I have taught Ashley a thing.
Holy jeez.
I'm really proud of the eyeliner that I did. Like, I didn't know how well it would conceptualize when I did it as a sketch, but I like it.
It looks nice.
Let's see. I need a nice emeraldy green. I want to do a nice dark green for the gem. Boop, boop, boop.
See, the yawning has began.
Oh no. I like how you were like, I'm gonna nap at this time, and now you're like, I'm gonna do a stream after your stream when we all know you're just gonna nap.
And, you know, I might nap first.
I have no idea how to color gems. This will be the last thing I do so that I can put all my focus into it.
Oh,
You about to bounce, Lass?
Lass?
No worries. I'm just glad you got to see some of it. I mean, there's not gonna be much change. It's just gonna
you.
Definitely, and I'll try to tweet you a picture of the finished version. I'd say Bella will remind me, but
2 hours. I
What?
should not be tired yet.
I don't know how long this will take. I've never done a coloring stream before. Ooh, okay. Should I do like blood red gems, or I'm gonna do 2 different versions? Candy red gems. And then somebody hum the Jeopardy theme while we wait for this to load so you guys can give me your opinions.
Do, 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 do.
I knew you'd know it! I've never seen Jeopardy. I'm so glad you know it. Is the stream caught up yet?
Yeah, it's caught up now. We can see the colors.
Okay.
At least I can.
Which do you guys lean towards? There's a nice zoomed in version than overall. I think the lighter would look better since I did a dark green.
Yeah, with the zoomed in version, I like the brighter red as opposed to the darker one. Oh yeah, go with the brighter red. It'll contrast with the green, but look nice with the red that you used for the cloak.
Thank you. Hey, why are you erasing? I did not tell you to erase. Darn pens, they're going rogue.
How dare you go rogue?
Damn it, it's stuck in my head now. I don't even watch the show and you've got it in my head.
Sorry. I could sing something else, but I have nothing in my head right now.
The first thing I always think of now is It's Over, isn't it? Because of all the singing you did of that.
I was
directly
that,
after by
actually.
Hellfire.
I was humming that before you asked for the Jeopardy theme song. This smells really good. This makes me want cake. Babe!
The first craving. Well, not
You
the
still
first,
have
but...
the cake in the fridge, right? Yeah. Can I have it? Can you get it? Whenever you're done with what you're doing. Not right this minute.
I'm dying. Can you get it? Try to sound more adorable, Ashley. Maybe it'll work. Bella, damn it.
No, you don't have to get it now.
Of course he does. You're using the cute voice. It's a weaponized, effective machine.
No, you have no idea. Yesterday I was like, I really want cream cheese wontons. And he was like, okay. I'm like, no, don't get them. Don't get them now. Don't do it. It's okay. And he came home with it and a Thai tea. And I was so happy. And I was just like, you love me. I didn't mean you had to get it now. No, you don't have to get it now.
Yes, he does. You weaponized the cute voice.
I love you. I have a fork up here.
Oh, I don't know what's been on my desk, but I'm just gonna use this random salad fork.
Huh? Cream cheesecakes.
What?
Oh, the brownies?
Yeah.
Bring those too.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bring those too. The
Dude,
brownies?
Dude, they're so good. They're so decadent. That is the right word, right? Decadent?
Yes, decadent. If by that you mean rich and terrible for you, but you want them anyway because you feel fancy when you eat them.
Mommy needs
Yes.
sugar.
Yes, that's what I meant. I love you so much.
Oh, big stretch.
How would I live without you?
Well, you wouldn't be pregnant.
I'd have to make my own food.
Oh, did you not hear me?
I heard you.
Damn.
No, it's funny because we'll say something and I'll be like, yeah, but if you did that, then we wouldn't have ended up in this mess. And I start laughing and he starts laughing. And I'm like, I'm just kidding. This isn't a mess. This is a blessing.
A
Dude,
blessing,
this cake
a
smells so
messing.
good. It's like lemony. It's a 7-Up cake.
Ooh. I think we sell those.
They're so good.
Let's see. Just gonna. Oh, I'm in the coloring. I'm not gonna find what I'm looking for in the coloring.
Oh my gosh. Babe, it's even better cold.
We could hear how full your mouth was.
Mm.
Let's see.
There was actually
Clothes.
nothing in my mouth at that point.
Chain whore. Oh, horizontal. I was like, chain HOR. What? Why isn't it popping up anything? What is this chain horizontal? That is not a thing. I don't understand what I did here. I mean, obviously I intended to do the horizontal ones on a separate layer and did not. Doop-a-doop-a. Oh, no. Wrong. Wrong. Preserve opacity. Bison's breaking. I'm on the wrong layer now. Sigh. Work with me. I'm scolding the art freaking program now. Any second now you're gonna see what I was talking about with the chain.
Yeah.
Oh really? I think I
That's
should have.
so cool!
Isn't it? I'm so happy with it. This is how I changed all the colors and everything on my thing.
What's the matter, Gracie? What's the matter?
What's the matter is you have cake and she doesn't.
What's the matter, baby? No, don't stiffen that paper towel. That's a gross paper towel. Silly puppy. Who's a silly puppy?
Wow, that is hard to
Who's
see.
the
Definitely should have gone with a darker one. Maybe.
No, just snip. Just okay. She just like did that whole nose exhale thing, like really hardly in my face.
Uh-huh.
Did I make you mad? What did I do?
She just wants your attention.
Yeah, that was it. She came in here to sniff stuff and then left. She's like, okay, I bothered mommy enough now.
I'm good. Time to go.
Time to go back to my favorite person.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sure the baby will love you most. Meh.
I mean, I'd hope so. I'm only giving it life.
I mean, he contributed a little bit.
A little bit. I'm the one building it in my body.
Like, he barely made the blueprint. He made half the blueprint. You're doing all the building.
Mm-hmm. It was funny. My brother-in-law said, I guess you can consider yourself a professional bodybuilder.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was like, yes, you can.
Let's see. I think for the first...
I'm eating cake and stuff now while I can because my mom, with all three of us, had gestational diabetes.
Oh.
So there's a possibility that I could end up developing it too.
You
So
might
I'm
also
gonna
develop it if you eat too much sugar.
Well, I'm going to eat my cake now and enjoy it and then get pissed off at myself later.
Okay.
Done ham! No.com.
What is even going on? Stop putting your inside jokes with your husband into my stream. It's confusing.
No, he said Jeffafa. And there's this ventriloquist and
Oh, yeah, Jeff Dunham. I know. It makes sense still.
.com.
Why isn't this working? Oh, it is working. It's not working the way I wanted it to. New layer.
Dude, this cake is awesome. There's gonna be
I'm
none
glad
left
you
by
enjoy
the time
it.
my mom gets.
New layer again.
Hi, Gracie.
I don't think I know how spheres to get color.
No. Down. 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 We don't jump up on tables and desks and stuff.
Well, you guys certainly don't, but she does.
That's what got the guinea. That's what the guinea pig got scared of last time.
Poor guinea pig.
I mean, the guinea pig loves her, but
Jill
Gracie
does-
will go and jump up on the dresser to try and see her, and it freaks Kiela out. Those earrings are so cute right now.
Thank you. I'm finagling to try to make them look round.
You're doing a good job so far.
I'm not very good at round. Nope, that did not work because I did not merge the layers that I wanted to merge before blending. Transfer down, merge, merge. Ah, that didn't work at all because it got transparent from it. Frick. Okay. Really. This is the problem with teaching yourself everything. You gotta actually learn. That feels halfway decent. Not that you can even tell the difference in full screen. Meh. Works for me. Teeny tiny little earrings. I'm not gonna stress it. Let's see. Next should be. We're gonna do the eyes next. Where did I put the eyes? Eyes are their own thing. New blend. Excuse you. Blend. Boop. Zooba doop. Then eyes. You shut up. I was relying on you to give me something to talk about so that I don't just mumble about what I'm doing.
Sorry. Oh, I burped again. That was gross. And again. Oh.
How dare. Brush. Super duper tiny. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. Not that much bigger though. I want a 6. What?
My husband's singing downstairs.
What's he singing?
I have no idea. I know the name of the song, I just can't think of it right now.
That's awesome.
I know it's by J-Lo. That's all I know. That's all I can remember right now.
Hi, DJ. I'm making Lass. She'll be queen. I have no idea how to do eyes. And I don't remember what hers looked like because I pulled the color so long ago. I'm having a pretty dang good day. I woke up early for some weird reason. I'm streaming. I'm talking to my friends.
I'm okay so far. I haven't started crying out of nowhere yet, so it's been a good day.
Are you going to clarify for him why that's a possibility?
I'm pregnant.
Pregnant. Several syllables extra.
Yep. I'm hyper because I ate the cake. I'm sorry.
I'm only mad because there is not cake for me.
He just squeaked the dog toy.
Squeak-a-deek.
That's actually really annoying me at the moment. I'm not gonna say anything though, because that's gonna be mean. And there's no reason for it. Isn't that right, Jelly Bean? There's no reason for it. Oh my god, if he squeaks that toy one more fucking time. Babe! Please stop!
I'm not gonna say anything about it because it's normal.
Huh? It's not. Is she squeaking it? Are you sure? Is it you? Are you sure? Please stop squeaking it. Thank you. I love you too. Yes.
I'm not gonna
annoyed by
say
the
anything
squeaking.
she said.
I'm annoyed by the squeaking.
So we're waiting for you for how many minutes?
Really?
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
So
What's happening?
They're waiting for me in the game to play
Aw.
the dungeon that we were trying to do yesterday, but we couldn't because I was not a high enough level.
Aw.
Bubby!
Yeah.
The
I wanna
cake
play
was.
Zelda today.
Go right ahead and play Zelda.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because I've already beaten it.
Okay.
You still haven't.
Busy.
You know what you said about arcades? How it's not something that you can just get addicted to?
I'm not addicted to Zelda.
Huh? I didn't say you were. But it's one of those games you just can't continuously go back to and play.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Can you bring
Me and the Zelda games.
Can you bring up the big water? Because I'm almost done with the other one. I'm very upset now for no reason. I'm so tired of the emotional whiplash.
I just love how needy you sound. You don't normally ever sound this needy, and all of a sudden you're like,
I know.
what was that?
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Needy isn't a bad thing.
I'm super needy and clingy right now, and I feel really bad about it. You're okay.
You're fine.
I'm gonna fill this one up and put it in the fridge.
Okay. Fucking stupid Dormo. Dad.
You're fine. I was teasing ya.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Welcome to the birth of humanity.
I feel so bad for the very first mother in existence.
Yeah, I bet that must have been one hell of a trip.
Oh, God. Everybody's like, oh, pregnancy is a gift. It's a joy. It's not a fucking joy. This is fucking ugly.
Oh my god, I love you. It's not a fucking gift. I think you scared off DJ.
I'm so sorry.
And they aren't saying anything past the cake is a lie and congratulations. Not in that order, of course. I read reverse. It's morning, I can't read.
I'm glad you're getting to witness what I was talking about, though.
Uh-huh.
At least I haven't just started laughing and not stopping.
I
That's a good
mean,
thing. I'm really loving the way you're doing the eyes.
thank you. I'm just sort of winging it. We'll see.
I really like it. It looks really pretty.
Thank you. We'll see what it turns out like later when I blur it.
It's just like it's giving. I don't know how to describe. It looks really realistic to me, like the coloring wise.
I mean, I did pull the colors from her eyes, and I'm trying to use that as an improvisation, sort of. Okay, it zoomed out to look a bit intense, but relatively decent colored. I want to get something slightly lighter, which I didn't pull. Slightly lighter and like... Nope, wrong color. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. That, and then later. Brush. There we go. Just gotta rotate that. Excuse you. Oh, that's because I keep starting in the dark. The way that pen works when you start in the dark and it like does the blendy thing is really weird to me, and it's hard to adjust to.
Isn't it? You can actually change that setting.
Can you? I mean, I know you can. I just don't remember how.
Yeah, if you take away your swatches with the little box at the top by your file edit canvas thing, it'll bring up the brush settings a little higher, and you just change.
There we go.
The dilution, I think.
Dilution's at 0. Probably changed the blending or increased the
Yeah.
persistence.
Yeah, the blending, I think.
Well, I have it one more
Yeah.
time. Might as well try. Nope, doesn't completely change it. What was it at? Oh no. Quick, Bella, you're on delay. What was my blending at?
You started your blending at it was at 50.
Okay. Yeah. No matter which setting I change, it just does the thing. So I'll figure that later. For
Yeah,
now, I'll
it's-
just be careful.
It'll be something that you can play with later to kind of figure out.
Boop. Kind of like that. Gives her a little bit of a starburst kind of eye. Like actual starburst, not that crappy candy that gets stuck in your teeth.
But it really does get stuck in your teeth.
I'm not upgrading. I'm making brand new shit.
I
My
can
head
hear him.
feels so funny.
Your head feels funny?
Yeah, it feels funny.
I'm sorry.
It's weird.
Boop, boop. Let's see. Minus out a little bit so I can see both eyes. That looks really, really weird before I blended it. Before I'm blending it, it's very intense. Stretching out my shoulders a little bit. Gotta remember to do that.
Excuse me.
Never.
Excuse me again. I keep burping.
Never. Let's see.
Why is there water on my desk? I didn't spill any water.
Maybe
It
it's
was just
just.
in the fridge, the precipitation thing.
Do you mean condensation?
Yeah, that thing.
Because precipitation is like the one from the sky where it rains.
Yeah, water cycle. I learned that.
You did. Eventually, at some point. Long, long ago.
I just don't remember stuff right now.
And how come I do?
Okay.
So I can't decide if it's gonna blend better before, like, if I don't mix it with the iris or if I do. So I'm gonna try one eye before I condense it and the other
I smacked
after.
myself
Well, don't
the
do
head.
that.
with the
I
water
think I
jug.
just mixed it with the eyeliner. Undo. I want the iris underneath the blend, so when I merge it and do that, didn't work.
Yeah, the only problem is I don't do that.
Why isn't this working? I think the brush is too big. No.
No, awful person. Oh, yeah.
Really hard to avoid blending in the transparent parts.
Yeah, that's something I learned by accident.
Well, I definitely think I liked it better before I condensed the layers together. And do some slight blending here. Following the swirly McSwirl. See what it looks like without. Where is it? Just gonna find, there we go, find skin and undo skin when I'm coloring everything else so I can see where the transparency is happening.
Good idea.
Maybe like that.
How close are you to level?
Not close enough.
Make really tiny. Blend this out a little. Circular. Doo-ba-doo. I've gone completely quiet because I'm focused on the eyes. Tell some more anecdotes, Bella.
Oh, sorry. I've gone silent because I'm just mesmerized.
Mesmerized?
Mesmerized.
That's a pun.
That's why I got yelled. Did I tell you how I got yelled at by
Blend this out some more.
Did I tell you you're being loud? I need to shut the door.
I need to shut the door.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can manage that. That's not going down the stairs.
Just gonna erase a little bit of the leak through. I'm really happy with the eyes. They're not as blended as they could be, and I feel like I should throw a little bit more like color into them.
It was
And, like,
hilarious.
contrasting. But I still like it.
I apologize for being a stinker butt.
You're fine. Let's see, zoom in a little bit on the face.
Ugh.
I kind of like the eyes. They're a bit swirly crazy. I feel like I should blend out the edges a little bit more.
Nah. Oh my god, I just kicked something under my desk.
Don't do that.
Dude, I keep
That's a
hurting
little bit
myself.
red. I want some more browny colors. Just her eyes are brown, but the picture I pulled from had a very cool overtone for her eyes and her hair, so she's ending up with blue eyes and blue hair and purple eyes. I want to get just a little bit of actual brown in there.
Makes sense.
Not like that. That's not very browny. That's I think. No. You might have to do it on another layer. It keeps blending with what I've got. New layer.
God, no, I don't want to yawn.
Not the yawning.
I almost lost my phone. I was like, where did I put my phone? Found it.
I have no idea what this is that I'm adding, but I hope it turns out good.
You're about to hear Undertale music. I apologize.
And why is that?
Because Jake sent me a GIF or GIF. I don't know how to really pronounce that. From iFunny, and it's Undertale. That's awesome because I haven't heard from my brother in like a week because he's got sucked up into the depths of WoW.
Following his father's footsteps. Opened the wrong one.
He's the one he's playing with.
Of course he is.
And Caleb.
Any second now you're gonna see me switching between one eye with the little brown smears and one eye that doesn't have them. I can't tell if it's good or not.
Zoom out a little bit.
Zooming out. I don't think I'm happy with it. But then I zoom out a lot and it's a little bit better.
I actually really like it. I don't know. It like gives the eye
a little bit more depth. Like it looks a little bit rounder.
Yeah.
Hope whatever I did I can do again. Just kind of winged it. Little scribbly kind of end things. I love the rotate tool.
It's the best, isn't it?
Yup. That's turning into W's. It's not supposed to be W's, it's supposed to be N's.
No, stop yawning.
Never! The baby jelly bean has taken over the brain.
I know, it's all freaking odd.
I was being mostly facetious.
Oh. Why?
I like it. Yeah, it looks a lot better when I do it on both of them. I'm gonna just go ahead and call that good for the eyes, otherwise I'm just gonna sit here fiddling with them the whole damn time.
No, it looks great. It really does.
I'm glad you like it, because your eyes are fantastic.
Thank you.
There we
You're
go.
finding your own style, and that's awesome.
I look at eyes a lot, and I'm trying to figure out how to do eyes. It's eyes. Yep. Let's see, there's one thing I want to do with the line art that I actually suggested to you at one point. Oh gosh, it looks terrible without the freaking lines. Oh, that's hilarious. Doot. Get real up close with my eraser at tiny. Nope, that didn't work. I know. Here's a way I can use that lovely preserve opacity to erase white with me. I'm erasing the little bit of pupil, and I just want to erase the circle that I did. And I want it to be replaced with white, not transparent. Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
I like it.
That is so cool.
Oh yeah. I like when I learn tips and tricks.
Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you about the Pokemon Go. I caught a Bulbasaur.
How is that related to what we've just confused. How did
It
that
relates
have
to
anything?
nothing. I just
You just finally
why I had
remembered.
mentioned it in the first first place. Brain, please.
Brain, why? Okay, so go ahead and take a teensy page out of your book here if I can manage it. And shade the eyes. Don't want to be in line art now. Want to be in colors. Eye pupil? No, eye white. And I want to try. I don't know how well this is gonna work.
Well, I'm about to see.
Yup. That thing you do where you shade the eyes to make them look round with blue. That's what I'm trying to mimic here. To the blur tool, blur tool, blur tool. To the blur tool every day.
That is the best. The blur tool.
Let's see. How does that look? Too zoomed out now. Gotta zoom in just a little bit to actually be able to tell I can kind of see where the blue is. I don't like that. I want a little bit more blur to it then. Nothing like having a dirty laptop screen and having to move the thing around to see if that smears in your art or your screen. That needs a little bit more white. Brush. Switch to that. Bring that to full white. And put some more white in over top. Probably gonna need that over here then too. Eyes, why do you demand so much attention? Ah! I got a blue pocket. I'm trying to. Oh, I see what's happening. That's transparent, isn't it?
The horrors of transparency.
The problem is I'm shading with blue, and I've got a blue background, so I thought I was bringing in blue, but right now I was not. Let's see, what's a color I haven't used anywhere? Bright orange. Just gonna go up to the brush. Super large. Excuse me, I said super large. Nope, wrong. Better. On the right layer this time. And just color over that to make that bright orange. Which now makes the hair look really blue. Back up to the eye white. Zoom. And now I can see what's the orange blending in and what's the white.
That's a really smart idea.
So I was blending with blue, but using blue in the background wasn't working out for me, was it? Wrong. White. Now I need the super tiny one again. That's super tiny. Maybe go for tiny. Thank you. Paint tool, sigh. More like paint tool. Oh god, why?
That was awesome.
What?
Paint tool. Oh my god, why?
Yeah, seem fitting. To go
I
back.
like that. That was funny. That was me trying to open the brownies. I apologize.
I'm mad I don't have brownies. How dare you?
I would send them to you, but I don't know if they'd be okay by the time they got there.
Probably not.
So
Let's be honest. Probably not.
I'll just eat
Blur
some for
tool.
you.
You'll just eat some for me. Oh, you can't eat for 3 people, Ashley. You'll never stop. I called you Ashley again. Oops a daisy.
I don't even care. It's all good.
You brownie, you don't care about much.
And the chocolate chips on top are dark chocolate,
You know
so
what
it
I'm gonna
balances out the like milk chocolate of the
do?
brownie.
Again, I
So
am
good.
finally just breaking down, and because I keep blurring in freaking orange, I'm just going all the way around the freaking eye with some white. So when it blends in something, it's gonna blend in white, and then I'll erase this in a second.
So you're doing what I do.
I did not know you did this. I was just losing my temper.
That's what I do. Because I get pissed off that I end up pulling the background in.
Yup. Dun, 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 dun. A little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. Gotta blend it out and blend it true.
That was so cute.
My little jingle.
I love your little jingles.
Right now you're kind of emotional, so I'm just gonna take that with a little bit of bias.
When I said jingles, I thought of Jing Jangle, and then I thought of the story. I got sad.
Oh, that's such an inside joke. I'd say the stream would be confused, but I don't know if we actually have anybody watching us right now. You could tweet it out again.
It says that there's 4 people watching,
Nobody's talking to us.
but
How mean.
they all might just be lurkers.
They might be lurkers. Lurking is a perfectly valid way to watch a stream.
Yes, it is. As my mouth is full.
There we go. Now I'm not blending in any freaking orange. That's too tiny. What you doing? What you doing? Don't know if I'm talking to me, my pen, my computer, paint tool side.
It gets confusing after a while, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep the insanity straight.
I ate because it's actually a relatively small brownie,
Uh-huh.
and it's cut into 4 pieces.
Look
So
how freaking ridiculous she looks now.
So I only ate 1. I only ate 1/4 of that brownie, and that's it. No more brownie for today.
No more brownie for the next hour.
It looks like you're trying to replicate a makeup tutorial on Paint Tool Sci.
What do you mean?
First, we use white. That way, the bright colors we can put on top of it will be pigmented and beautiful.
You're hilarious.
I just like watching makeup tutorials.
And erase all this. Probably should go ahead and unvisualize that so I can erase from this too. Unvisualize. That's the terminology I use for when I take a layer off of view. Unvisualize.
Unvisualize.
I just realized that I'm doing that while I'm coloring the eyes, so it's yet another eye pun. Whoops.
Excuse me.
Classy. Did you just sniffle? Did I say the wrong thing?
No, I sniffled because my nose is both stuffy and runny at the same time.
I hate that. That's usually what happens when it's not actually an overabundance of mucus, but swollen nose tissue.
Mm.
So you're sniffling because there's not enough passage, but there actually isn't enough passage, not because it's clogged. When did that happen? Undo all the way back to see when I erased into the freaking eyeball. Oh, that was a long time ago. There we go. Fixed. I hear you humming.
Yeah.
You need to sing if you're gonna hum.
No.
No! That was adorable.
No.
Yup.
Oh, my nose.
Yup, it was.
I'm gonna blame last night's walk.
Just gonna blame last night's walk, huh?
On why my nose is like this. Well, because we were walking and it was cold and windy because it was supposed to rain. I don't know if it did. But it was supposed to rain, and as we're walking, the sprinklers turned on us.
Nice.
And Gracie was not happy about that. And
Oh,
Keegan
I'm
was like,
sure.
we need to run. And I was like, I don't want to run.
Oh, Steven. Making your pregnant wife run.
It's not like it's a huge problem right now, considering I'm still normal sized.
Normal sized.
No, but my grandmother, this was a funny conversation. I go, Grandma, I'm pregnant. And she goes, you are? Totally not what I was expecting her to be like.
Really? Why not?
Because before, like, not before, but right after I got married, she was very, very keen on telling me that I should enjoy some years of my marriage and that I should go and explore and travel and have fun. And in these exact words and tone, don't you dare give me a great grandchild anytime soon.
Well, I mean, it's been a year.
It has been a year.
In old person time, that's more than enough time for mortality to set in.
And then when I told her, she was like, I'm so happy for you. I'm going to be a great grandma. I'm going to tell everybody.
It's one thing to discourage you when it's not a thing, to try to encourage you to do other stuff. It'd be an entirely different thing if she didn't support you once it was already done.
Oh, I know. And she was so ecstatic. And then she goes, oh, man. And I'm like, what? She goes, and after you lost all that weight and are finally comfortable. I'm like, I know, right?
Oh, you finally fit in your clothes. Oh, wait.
Yeah, because I went down from 174
Dang.
to 156.
That's amazing, Ash. I'm at 195. I need to work on it again.
You can do it. I have the utmost faith in you.
Well, I can't if you're going to keep coming on my stream eating cake and brownies.
I'm okay. Well, I put them away.
Of course you did. Sure.
So I didn't fit any of my jeans anymore. All my jeans were too big. And my shirts finally fit the right way. And I actually fit in my bras again. And I was so excited.
See, there's the eyes.
And then I got pregnant.
Pregnant, huh?
I'm just going to keep saying it all different types of ways.
Pregger-weggers.
And,
I'm just glad nobody so far seems to have used the phrasing knocked up.
I know.
I hate that one specifically for some reason.
It's just it sounds like
I'm eating Tim
derogatory.
Tams, by the way. I
I
had
love
3
Tim
Tim Tams left, and I'm eating them
Oh.
now because you made me so that I can't wait.
They're so yummy. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is my fault.
You don't care. You're not at all apologetic. I'm rather content with her eyes. That's awesome.
Her eyes are gorgeous.
I just don't know where to start next.
But yeah, the reason why my grandma found it so funny is because my mom had gone down and lost a shit ton of weight
Mm-hmm.
and then ended up pregnant with me. So my grandma kind of thought it was ironic that I did the same thing. I lost all this weight and I was so comfortable, and then all of a sudden I'm pregnant.
That's how it works.
I guess you could say I'm pregnant because I got comfortable. Oh.
I guess I'm gonna use skin next, which is definitely what I have the least knowledge of. Okay, so I have, that was the main color. I have one highlight, one dark. Start with the shading. New file, new layer, skin shade, skin Shaw. Hit enter too soon. We're going with skin Shaw. Oats.
That's awesome.
Preserve opacity. Right, I'm on the wrong layer for that. What do you want with the whole underneck? I don't know how shading works.
Well, I would help you.
But you're on a
Soon as-
delay.
Yeah, as soon as I can catch up, that way I can give you pointers.
Like, obviously I'm gonna blend all of this out later.
Oh, well, yeah.
I just want to get some basis on where the shading's gonna happen.
A good tip that I've always learned is the lowest point of the chin.
Uh-huh.
Where that's at is where the lowest part of that shading is gonna be. So like when you shade, make sure that in line with where the bottom of the chin is going to be that lowest part of the shading.
Yeah, I think I did that. I didn't make a very even line of shading, which I'm trying to fix now. But I think I made it so that the lowest part of the chin is synonymous.
And then another good tip is to figure out where your lighting is coming from.
True. Like, I made it so the earrings, the lighting's coming from, like, right here. Like, okay, fine, I'm on eraser, whatever. Okay, to the background. Got a nice yellow, actual yellow, please. Big old brush. Yeah, that works for the way the earrings work. Kind of the way the chin does.
Because then you want to make sure that all your shading is kind of
From the same
similar to that.
direction.
Okay, so in that aspect, the lowest part of the shading for under the neck would actually fall a little bit diagonally to the left.
Yeah, and I think I did it diagonally to the right.
Yeah.
On accident.
No, you didn't know where the shading was, and that's actually a typical thing.
Trying to do it to the shading of to the sun. I just did it wrong because I was winging it. As you do.
But that's okay. This is a learning experience.
It is. And you don't at all feel like a robotic AI teaching tutorial, just being a voice in my ear.
Sorry.
I'm teasing you. Be slightly to the right. That's too low.
I'm just happy to help people learn new things. So when you're like, I don't know how to shade skin, I'm like, yes, I want to help.
You're like, I can do the thing. I know how to do the thing.
I can help you with the thing. That's a thing I do. I can help.
I'm sure no part of it's because your brain's also going, she helped me with vocab, I help her with art.
You know, I'm sure that's going on some part in the back of my brain, but not actively.
Yeah. I think that's slightly better.
I have
Definitely.
to catch up first.
Yeah. Definitely to the...
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely fits with where the sun's at.
No. Okay. I'm not sure how to put her nose lighting in with the way that I did it, though.
Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is make a tiny, like tiny line of shading on the right side to show that her nose is three-dimensional.
Yeah.
And then
Doop, doop, doop,
put
doop.
some of the
Filling in.
under nose shading the same way that you did with the chin.
Yeah. I should really just always title these Bella Teaches Cass to Art. Hi, Cattle Bear. You need to head off. You
Bye, Cattle.
have a good day, Cattle Bear. Thanks for being here.
Day, night, evening. I don't know what time it is for you.
I think it was like 1 a.m. when the stream started, so it'd be like 3 a.m. now. Cause holy crap, it's been 2 hours.
Yep. Now you know why my streams last like 4 hours.
It's cause art takes a while.
Yeah.
But you don't want to stop
But it
once you
always
get into
looks
this
great.
swing.
I'm picking up my pinky toenail, and I should learn from last time that picking up my nails is not a great idea because I end up picking too low.
Yup. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do a little bit here on behind the ear lobe.
Lobe, lobe, lobe.
Lobe, 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 lobe.
Lobe, lobe, lobeness.
Okay, gonna need some in the curve. With my crappy little Fairly Odd Parents. What? Oh.
I know what I can stream.
What are you gonna stream?
I don't know if I've shown you any of those the pictures, but I've been trying to draw a more realistic kind of drawing.
Uh-huh.
So like my shading in it's completely different, and the way I'm doing eyes are completely different, and it's all just really different.
Neat.
So it's me learning
It's
a new style.
always fun. Don't want to get too complacent in what you got.
But yeah, you know, I get too used to and comfortable with what I draw. I'm never gonna improve.
Exactly.
So gotta switch it up a tiny bit. Plus, it's also gonna kind of help me figure out what my style actually is.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the way you do eyes.
Thank you. Let's see. Did under the chin. I need to do the collarbone, but I'll do that in a second. Inside the ear, under the earlobe. Trying to see where else skin shading would happen. A little bit near the eyes, but I'm not sure how that would work.
I have no idea.
Me either.
I'm still learning the whole sun shading thing.
Well, plus I'm gonna be putting like eyeshadow in on her eyelids later.
Yeah, so I'd wait until after you do all that. That way you can see
Do
how
one
it'll
little
look.
thing. I'm doing a little visualization test here for me to see how it looks like if I put just a little bit underneath an eye. Make it look like the eye is a bit more three-dimensional. Just a teensy line of it and just around some part of the curving. Part of the curve of the eye that's away from the sun. Not that I think she's outside, mind, but... Is that where the glare in the eyes would be, based on the sunlight? I didn't really think about it. I always put the glare in the same spot just from habit, because that's where I've always seen it in art.
Yeah, it would either be right there or it'd be flipped.
Yeah.
But since she's looking this way, it's not actually getting completely hit directly, so it works right there.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
I always put the eyeshines in the same spot too.
It's hard to break the habit. I
Yeah.
think I should put a little bit of shading underneath the crown on the skin in the skin color. Just so that it's not like flat against her head. You know?
That is a good observation.
One thing I'm lucky about is I observe people enough that I can usually guesstimate where things would go and how it would work. But I can't be sure. I don't want to overshade since I'm trying to go for more flat, cartoonish style coloring with just a little bit of influence from your style. Let's see.
I
Where
am
on this
yawning
one?
up a storm.
Hmm?
I'm yawning up a storm.
Yup.
So
Right there's where it would stop.
I think I'm gonna go and lay down. I'll still watch off of.
You're gonna
YouTube.
abandon me talking wise?
Yeah, I'll be in the chat though.
No worries. Go ahead and get some rest. Grow you a human.
Thank you.
Bye boys.
Bye. If I can get Discord to come up so I can end it.
Who knows? Let's see.
Discord. There we go. It's finally working with me now. All right. Bye.
Bye bye. Doing. Do 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 do. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I wanted to happen there. We go back to slightly bigger eraser. I'm on the wrong layer as it goes. Don't know why I'm bothering to erase this now when I'm just gonna blend it back out accidentally later, but it helps me feel better to erase it now. So that'll be starting with a clean line, though that would make the thing. That'll make it so that the thing doesn't blend in correctly, won't it? Where did it end? Why isn't it continuing to undo? Let's see. Boop. Those things that I dealt with earlier. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Blur a bit. How big of a tool should I be? I don't know how much that's going to help when I'm on the wrong layer. So blur. Some of that in there. I think I'm trying to blur out a block that's not actually part of the art. That was more thing where it was screen. Let's see. And then now that it's a little bit blurred, maybe I'll merge down in a little bit with the colors. Except that wasn't my smartest move. Because now how do I erase this bit? Come on, give me the layer that I just lost. Give me the layer that I just lost. There we go. Okay, art is complicated. As it does, as you do. Gonna go ahead and erase this. Highlights are gonna be even more fun when I come to that point. But I'm not at that point, so I'm not gonna worry about that point. How it goes. Skin bit too. Germ. Apparently germ is my zooming in noise. Who'd have thunk it? I like. Right. Gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit there. I'm actually going to quickly run to the bathroom, and I shall return very shortly. Sorry about that. I am back. Just had to go take care of the thing. 2 hours in a mostly full water bottle later, sometimes you gotta deal with some stuff. Blur. Teensy tiny. Blur that sucker out. Try to maintain the shape of it. I wish I had some music playing or something, but I don't know what would get me in trouble and what wouldn't. So, no music. Sads. But true. No music for me. No music for you. I mean, technically, I guess you guys are getting music from me singing, but that's hardly the same thing. Did not want to be that zoomed in. Jeebus. Zoom in a teensy bit more. This one's gonna go practically non-existent when I blur it out. That's okay though. That's kind of slightly the point. Then just grab the eraser. Really need to figure out how to rearrange these tools. so that blur has its place where it's supposed to be, near the top. Not the place they give it foolishly, near the bottom. Maybe it should be darker. And I can't hardly tell once I zoom out this much that it's even there. Teensy tiny bit more. I need this. Back into here. Click that. Go here. Teensy tiny brush. Teensy tiny. That works. Back over it. Just so it can have some actual depth. When Bella said teensy tiny, I don't think she meant that teensy tiny. It'd be visible. Not emphasized, but probably visible. Here we go. Then get a blur tool, make it really, really tiny, and then just blur the edges. Oh god, I can't even see where I am anymore. Maybe zoom out just a teensy bit. Don't you angle on me, traitor. Zoom down. I'm putting so much effort into this last drawing. I want it to be beautiful and prettiness. Maybe blur it out near the nose a little bit more, near the tip of the nose rather. Put that down into that area so that's more gradual transition. Boop. Yeah, I like that. Then check to make sure none of it needs to be erased for a more crisp line on the tip top. Which reminds me, when I eventually do highlights, I gotta make sure to put a little bit of highlight right there. Because that's gonna be where the tip of the nose is catching the most light. Or so I do believe. I don't know how well this is working since I'm not very zoomed in on it. Tell where I'm actually blending. That one I really only want to be a very, very subtle effect anyway, so I'm not gonna stress if this one completely vanishes. I like the blending tool. It is awesome. Its existence is literally one of the reasons I picked this when I decided what art thing to buy. The other was the fact that Bella uses it, and it's nice to have somebody you know personally who uses the stuff. Just in case. There's a little bit more shading on that eye than there is on this eye, but I think that makes sense. Because this would be hitting here, and the brow would have shading, wouldn't it? Yeah, because right here would have highlight, and then right here underneath would have shading. But I don't think we can go that high up with whatever eyeshadow I do. And make sure I've still got that color nice. Nice. A little bit more. And just a little bit. Oh, maybe not that much. Because the brow is on the brow bone. Which means right here is going to be a little bit shaded. I'm going to clean this up in a second. Don't mind me. I really hope this turns out well. I mean, if it didn't, at least the flat one looked pretty and I can go back to that. And clean that up a little bit right here. Just a teensy smidge nicer. Go in with the blur tool. The blur. And blur it out like that. Then brush this. Still that color? It looks so much darker on here than it does right here. Just want to give it a little bit more right here at the top. don't know if it's making any kind of a difference. And I guess it might be, and I just can't tell. I should blur it out a little bit more, a little bit farther down. So it looks like an actual brow bone. And I'll just do like a little tiny line of eyeshadow, maybe. Brush. That does not look like the color that it's claiming it should be. There we go. Brush. Do 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 do. Gonna make her look nice. I don't know how to shade, so I'm just kind of winging it. But hopefully it looks as nice as winged eyeliner. Joop. Try to make it smooth because the brow bone's smooth. Wonder, should it be thicker? Like is it coming from behind her head or in front of her head? I don't know if it worked the same way if it was coming from in front of her head. Just give her a gnarly scar. It's so much quieter without Bella to talk to. Everybody abandoned me at once. But that's okay, because I'll still art. There we go. Is that comparable thickness? Nope. If anything, this should be thicker since it's farther away, probably. Heck if I know. I used the loosest, most stringent forms of anatomy when I made this drawing. No, I lost a Tim Tam. They were successfully rescued and relocated somewhere much safer. There we go. Nope. Maybe now. Yeah. Blur it up, yo. Maybe I should try blurring it down the way it would presumably work in reality. I feel like I should be using a bigger one, but I don't think that's quite right. Blend it down and blend it over a little bit. I like that trick. Blend it down. Hopefully this turns out nice. Then blend it over. Oop. It's better than nothing. I'm happy with it. Now to move on to the ear. Which I see you there. In eraser. There we go. And find. Blur, blur, blur. Time to blur this out. Not that much though. I want to retain at least a little bit of its actual shading and coloring. Maybe I should be making this darker pull so that when it blurs out it looks like this. There we go. Looks nice, looks nice. Now I just need to, the crown. Gotta blur by the crown. Flip. Blip. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, now just to temporarily collapse that so that I can pull this thing on top. I don't think that worked right. Pull this thing on top. Turn it on. Colors. Skin shading. Boop. And I'm just gonna double check that I've got the right color here. Is it not the right shade because I'm pulling from the wrong one? I don't think so. And then just see how this looks without that. I think that's about where collarbones would be. That's not quite how they would look, but that's about where they would be. Maybe. What layer am I doing this on? Skin shading brush. Why is it getting darker when I go? I don't know. I'm probably pushing down harder. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all just improvisation. Blurp derp. Blurp derp. Hi Raven! This is currently what we are looking at right now. Ignore the orange background, that's mostly just so I know what's transparent and what's not. I haven't the faintest idea what's going in the background yet, but it will not be that. Go down is the collarbone. It's usually a nice little slide with the... I think the collarbone... I think where I put the collarbone's too far down. Oh. Thank you, Raven. Bella had to go lay down and or take a nap. She vanished pretty instantly, so I'm assuming she fell asleep. Reasonable. Totally reasonable. Definitely a little bit sad, though. Because she was very good at the advice. Hmm? Mm-hmm. I like that. Short is the collarbones. I do feel like maybe the whole thing should just be just teensy bit higher. How does that look? You just woke up. You silly night shift people with your weird timings. I mean, it follows the neck. Is that what your collarbone does? I'm working with it. I'm sticking with it. I'm just gonna keep fiddling with it all ding dong day if I don't leave it be. There we are. Excusey. I had to burp. Okay, so that needs to be blended out a little bit more. Let's see, this is... So we blend it out a little bit more. Be way more blended on the bottom. And then this is would blend upwards. Think, heck if I know. That's just my little tiny way of trying to make it look a teensy beansy bit more realistic. Yep. Teensy beansy bit more realistic. Let's see. Don't know how to shade around the mouth. I'm probably gonna save that for later. Anything else? I think for now I'm good with the skin shading. I'm just gonna folder doop skin shade, skin, move it to the bottom. I said move it to the bottom because skin generally goes behind the other stuff in Fabulous Artness. New folder, hair, enter, throw the hair in there, new layer, I'm probably skipping a step. I should work on skin highlights before I go to hair shading. Hair shade. Close hair for now. Go to skin. New flare. Skin. Excuse you. Skin highlight. There we go. Can't have that go under. You won't see it. Won't do me no good there. Alright, so zoom. Got to dab. That was the base. This is one highlight. That's the secondary shading that I didn't think I was going to use. Okay, where do highlights go? Usually very close to anything with shades. Highlight. I think that's where that would go for a hollow. From the sun coming from this direction. I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. Zoom out. She's gonna have a little bit of highlight right here. Probably should make that a little bit bigger for that kind of style. A little bit of highlight here. Obviously, I'll smooth these things up once I actually get to that place. I'm just trying to theorize tiny bit of highlight on here with a little bit more there and tapering off. Highlight there, I'm thinking, and there. Maybe a teensy bit there. See there? Maybe, yeah, I think so. Should I have shaded right here to show that it was farther back? But I could do this. Like that, though. I'm very mumbly, I'm sorry. That's what happens when I'm in my thinking process. Like the shade, I like the highlighting there, but I really feel like I should have done some shading on the back. Oh, you're still awake, Bella? I am the shock. I am very glad that you're liking what I'm doing with it here. Not watercolor, that's not what I'm after. Fancy bits, there, blur. It is not morning. It is afternoon. To all you regular, not night shift or preggers peoples. There we go, there's that. I'm in and out of a nap. Oh, great, you're sleep texting in the chat. That's fabulous. I'm kidding. You are more than welcome to sleep text this chat. That's sometimes when the best conversations happen. Back to skin highlight, do this, that one, this. No, there's more where I should be highlighting. Like, obviously this gets highlighted, but this should too, to show that she's got cheekbones. Then I'll put some blush in later too. Then that right here should have just been completely shaded to show her jaw, not just the earlobe. I like how putting in the highlight is actually helping me figure out where I should have put in shading. Maybe in the future. This is why you do highlights and then shading, isn't it, Bella? That makes sense. At least I think that's the order I've seen you do it in. Then just a little bit of, like, from the earlobe into the jaw. Yeah, that was what I was thinking of. I was like, and I'm gonna need to highlight this, and that's when my brain go, wait, by the ear should be shaded. Yeah, I getcha. Probably taper off a little bit as it gets to the chin. Like that. Basic shading and then highlighting, then more shading. It's basically what I did by accident. Gotcha. Alright. So here again. Before I don't trust that. Before I forget, and do this, especially right here. A little bit down to there. Taper off near the chin again. Thicker here. Probably a little bit of highlight now. I feel like there's more that needs to be highlighted that I'm not initially getting. She looks so silly right now with just the little swirl highlight cheeks. Definitely think I should be doing more of the cheek highlighted, but I want to like blend that out, put some more in the center, and then blend that out so that it's a little bit more staggered. Smoothing it out a little bit. Trying to fill in a little bit of the things. I don't like where this one is. This one's following the curve of her face. But this one isn't. Eraser. Erase some of that. It makes sense that this one would actually blend into the face height. But this one will taper off on its own. There's a little tiny bit of lag between where you have the pen. I'm holding the pen way too tight. That's going to hurt my hand. I need to remember to do that. A little bit more shading on, a little bit more highlighting on this forehead right here. Maybe not that much. That'll make her look shiny. Oh no, Moana song stuck in my head. Yeah. Got a little bit there, tiny bit left there. Maybe some here? Is that where that would happen? I don't like that. I'd rather under highlight than over highlight. To be honest, if you over highlight, you run the risk of making them shiny. Maybe blend a little bit of her shoulder right here that was close to the sun. And that would mean there'd be more shading right here for the one that was back. Skin shade dupe. I mean, this is still the best that it's at. With the stabilizer drop down menu. No, that was just because I was going really quickly. Totally not the thing's fault. Brush a little bit. Give her neck some roundedness with this. Doop-a-dop. Like I said, I'm going to go in and zoom in on all the places and smooth it out and highlight and stuff. Right now, this is just schematics. Mental schematics. I feel like there should be a little bit more, but like I said, I'm going to blend that out and then go in with some more color. Let's go ahead and start with redoing some of the shading. That's the layer that I'm gonna color it into the thing. Color. That teensy weensy bit bigger. Kind of. I want to blend that under thing down a little bit more. Like this. Blend it a little teeny bit more. Fun where the highlight blends into the shadow. Here we go. I'm going to want a little bit darker right here where the thing overlaps, aren't I? This one. Take the brush, do a little bit. Make sure that color. There, like that. Right. Now for the jaw. Down to the blendy tool. That's too big. That's too small. Gotta find the blending tool that's perfect for it all. There we go. Yeah. A little bit of light still next to the thing. Gonna darken that up a little bit inside the blur. She's kind of got a jaw shape now. Look at that. I think that was all the extra shading I needed to do. I need to go in with an eraser and make sure I'm not leaking out nowhere. I'm not talking very much anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Once I don't have anybody to bounce off of, my brain kind of focuses on what I'm doing. Strange, isn't it? Okay, switch to highlight with my blur. Doot. Let's focus on this first. Doot. Trying to give that a little bit of a thing. Oop, that just blurred all the way out, didn't it? What's that? Just getting dressed. Are you about to go be a productive member of society? Is that stupid? Don't do that. I don't like. Maybe just a little bit blurring on that side too. Derp. It's kind of still drastic. I think what I'm trying to do is actually blur this out this way. It looks like connected. I'm just completely blurring all of the collarbone detail away. Always fun to do that rent thing, isn't it? Gotta love the fact that society wants money from you. That's good enough for that. Focus on the highlights. Zoom in there. Probably should have this selected. Brush it in a little bit more there. Carry this. Nope, can't carry that yet. Still need to Google how to do that. Like maybe the skin highlighting would work better if I was blurring on the actual theme layer, but I don't know. Brush. Just working my way around the face. Do. Gotta make sure it's all pretty. You think so? Yeah, that looks right. Good luck. Fries definitely can be busy sometimes. I'll see you shortly then. Maybe a little bit like that, and then just a bit more brush that in the center. Blur out. Blur this out a little bit more too. Definitely. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. I'm actually confident about my art all of a sudden. It's not gonna look perfect. It's still gonna look like my first time super shading with lightning and everything. I don't think I should be doing it to the very edge because it's catching the curve. I'm just gonna easy. Just a little bit that needs to be smaller for this kind of area. Blend that out some more. Feel like more normal when I have like, I'll do a little bit of shooting. No. Just focus on what I'm already working on. Then go back up to the brush, put a little bit more in the center, blur that out. Oh yeah, it's starting to look like a person. Control save. Okay. Big ol' stretch. I'm probably only gonna go another half an hour and I might finish this on another stream, which yeah, I know this sucks. It took so long to get me to focus on it and now I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. But I don't know, I don't want to put too much effort into this and then do nothing else all day. Especially considering just how much time it's actually taking. Oh my gosh. Art is a lot of work. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. That needs more blending. Seriously, more blending. Probably gonna go in and do a little bit more blending once I actually like merge the layers. We can pick up on some of the colors instead of just going transparent. Just want to get some basic blend in. Then tiny bit of blending here on the ear. I'm super enjoying this. I went completely quiet there, but I'm just loving how much actual life is being breathed in with this. Like, oh my gosh. It's alive! Kind of. I'm still working on some stuff. I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call that good for skin. I do want to try to see what happens. Merge that on top. I'm just gonna see what happens when I blur the spots that weren't really super smoothly clean to me. And that much of a super duper difference, so I'm just gonna undo until those layers unmerge. How much stuff did I do in just a few strokes? There we go. There we are. I think we're good on the skin then. Let's go ahead and do a brief thing with the teeth. Pretty sure for the teeth, I'm going to want this very, very light blue again. And then brush, zoom, zoom. A little bit there. I don't know if blue is the best shading for the teeth. It works for eyes. Don't know how well it works for teeth. Or like, I don't want to imply anything bad, but that would explain why this isn't working out very well for me. Still gray, even if it's yellow toned. That's the point. Yeah. I don't really like doing it with yellow, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do it with. Okay, with a little bit of blue. Blur it out. I'm mostly gonna leave for teeth B. Just because I like that. Let me just make a quick double check. I want to make sure nothing's super bleeding out from the skin blendiness that I did. That won't do me much help when I'm not on the skin, will it? What is this? Okay, good. It doesn't let me do it on all of it. I was curious for a second. I'm still learning how this all works. Skin shading. Doop doop. I mean, I should probably put a little bit of blush in just for some life behind the cheeks. Let's just try it. A little bit of improvisation. Blush, super, super duper light. Dusky pink. And you see... Oop. Why is that such a purpley color? That's a very weird color. I expect it to be a little bit more reddish. Maybe if I do this. That's a nice color. Just gotta make this tiny now. A little bit of blush on the outside of the highlight. Blur that out. I'm also going to... I'm not sure you'll be able to see it under the skin layer because it's gonna be... Can't really see anything under my skin layer because it's very opaque. Nothing's showing up behind it. Like, I'm not seeing any difference when I put the blush behind the skin layer. I'm just gonna figure out what I'm doing right now. Let's see. I want to... It was blurring, so it wasn't doing what I was expecting it to do. A little bit more of that. I think I just like the two little dots of blush there. That's not how you actually do blush, but I think I like it. Let me just... No, I'm not going to just leave it like that. That'd be hilarious. I want the blur tool, but I also want this layer. Blush. Thank you for actually typing when I wanted you to type. Gonna take the opacity down a little bit. Blur it real big. And then eraser going over here. It's actually hard to tell where it is right now. For once, it's easier without the background. Really, I should do two backgrounds, one with cool, one with warm, and just switch based on what I'm coloring with. Maybe I'll do that in the future. There we go. There's obviously something overlapping somewhere. Shading in highlight. There we are. I kind of like that. It's got just a teensy bit of blush there. Maybe underneath the highlight though. See. Let's shove it. Yeah, I like it underneath the highlight. I like it. Just the teensiest bit of blush there. What did I just do? There we go. Whatever I accidentally tapped, I fixed with an undo button. Yay! Let's go ahead and do... I'm thinking... Sleep tight, Bella. Nighty night, Bella Bay. See. This is gonna be darker or lighter? Sun's hitting here. I think it would be lighter here, darker here. Sounds right to me. Hair dropper. That's the darker. Oh no, I think I shaded it with the darker. That's supposed to be the base. Hair color. Preserve opacity. Yeah, not what I wanted to do. Boop 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 ba doop boop boop. Brush. Preserve opacity's on. Can I even tell the difference? I know what to do first. I'm gonna erase half the hair, which yes does make it white, but that makes sense. And then do the brush. Ba-doop. Somebody's trying to talk to me. There's the differences there, and I don't like it. I'm gonna stick with the blue that I used. Okay, grab my phone to see who's trying to talk to me. Who could ever want my attention? Something is happening, but I can't see what. My phone's going off. I was trying to get it to tell me what, but it is glitching out. So instead, we're just going to keep focusing on this. Let's see. This is obviously the shading and the highlight. Why would the shading be lighter? Let's try it. Tinty brush. Germ. Just gonna see what this looks like. Still bothers me that this crown and the hair aren't both centered, but whatever. Oop, not what I was trying to do there. Exact opposite. That's not right. Okay, then just go ahead and take this darker. No, wait. Take this and make this slightly darker. That works. Gonna go ahead and do. Nope. There's that for a dark color. And it's showing up against here, isn't it? Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's see. I'm gonna do some 90 lines. Boom. Trying to show the actual definition. I'm gonna go ahead and undo the crown for the moment. Gonna do it this way. There we go. And then yes, this is making sense to me. That's very nice. How's that look with the crown on? Zoomed out. Then probably more even, slightly darker line. I'm gonna go in here and dribble that color there for future, so that I have it. And then I'm gonna go in with some even darker, tinier lines. I want her hair poof thing that's going upright to be understandable, visible, and noticeable. Because it's cool. Nope, 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 nope. The angles on these ones were wrong. There we go. There's that. Gonna erase these. Probably gonna have to do shading in 2 separate sections. One for front ploof, one for back ploof. I'm really liking this. I'm not sure what I don't know. It's turning out so well, and I don't know how. I don't know why. It just is, and it's awesome. I like it. Needs a little bit more oomph down here, though. Brush. There we go. Hair. Go ahead and let's see, this is 2.5. Do not remember what thing I did for that one. Just that it was bigger. Probably about 6.5 for that. Wait, damn it. How does it? That's weird. It's dark when I do this angle of my pen, and it's not when I do this angle. What if it's getting more sensitivity on one angle rather than the other? That's weird. Oh well. That was on regular hair too. Oops. On hair shading. No wonder it was acting different. There we go. So I'm still on the dark, and I want to drop her that. Zoom out a little bit. New layer. Back. Save. Wait for it to let me do the thing. Go ahead and mark her part line as being like about here. Not that I really know what I'm doing with hair right now. Trying to add in some little bits of emphasis. I'll go around the hairline later and fix this. Do do do, gonna make it pretty. Do do do. Yes, I am. Really, it's making it look like she's a bit more of a mohawk. A bit less of a little just ploof in the front, but that's okay. I don't mind. Just doing it my way. Brush 2.5. Lots of thinner, darker strands. Not that they're working quite the way they were before. Do some of this. We're probably gonna go in later with some hangy bits like that on purpose, but for now I'm gonna just leave it and erase it later. Alright. Gonna go ahead and blend out this with a nice little blur. Maybe not like that. That's a bit too blendy. It's not retaining any of the green that I wanted it to keep. Not blending at all, just a little bit. Oh, wait, that's not gonna do anything. That's not on the same layer. I'm liking it. Now it just needs some, that's too very close. Now it just needs a new layer of the shading. Hair, front, not frumped. Highlight. Doop-a-dup. Gonna dropper it. Get this as one highlight and use that thing as the other. Yeah. Brush. This is the 6.5 actually. That's 6.5. Thought I was supposed to. There we go. That reminds me, go over it so that it actually does the thing. Yeah, it looks a little bit gray for what I want, but that's all right. And then 2.5, 2.5, please, thank you. Gonna drop her the other one, probably make it just a teensy bit. No. Yes. Do this to get a little bit more hair dimension in. No, did not like the last three. Isn't it funny how you can be mad at random line dispersal being wrong? Yup. Okay. Eraser, let's blur it out first. Don't want to blur all of it, because I want to try to keep some of the... I think it's actually getting a bit too much transparent. I need a smaller brush for in here. There we go. Then grab the eraser and smooth up the lines. I'm so happy with how this hair is turning out. Yup, really liking it. And then new, doop, hair, high, back. Shall we just go ahead and make sure that the back is in the front? Let me just do this for a second to make sure. Hair shade back, hair shade front. Hair shade front should be in front of hair shade back. Doop-a-doop. Right. Okay. Brush, we're at 2.5, which means we need to be on the darker one. Go and do a little bit of a strands like that for that sake. Ew, I went quiet because I'm so darn focused. I'm so happy with just this art. All of a sudden it's starting to look like an actual art, and I'm so happy with it. So happy that it looks like art. I keep adjusting my legs though, and that's nudging the mic. I'm sorry, guys. 6.5, please. Thank you. Slightly lighter blue. Welcome back, Raven. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be going for. I don't think I'm going to be finishing this in this stream. Probably going to have to come back at some point. Right now I'm just focusing on finishing the hair. Not fully sure this is how her hair parts or works at all. But I wasn't really certain how to do it, like the stick up bits that I think her hair actually does. So I went with this instead. There we go. I'm really liking her hair. Blur it out. A little bit bigger one here. Blurring some of it, but not all. It's still got a little bit of actual grain to it. Blur that way. I think that got blurred a little bit more than the front did. Gonna zoom the front out, down. Ooh, I like the hair, I like the hair, I like the hair a lot. Okay. Funnily enough, I think I'm gonna leave this here and just blend this out a little bit. Hair highlight. Hair shading. I'm not sure which layer it's on, so I'm just blending it out in all of them. Yeah, I didn't like it blended. Just gonna leave those as is, I think, and then those ones are fine. This right here is just a little bit much. And a little bit, make this a teensy bit bigger. I said teensy bit, that's a lot more than teensy bit. And then shade like this. This one then. You. Just because you probably tuck all your hair behind your ear. But I really like just those little bits of fraying there and there. Maybe not right here though, where it deliberately goes over the thing a lot. I'm liking this so much. Yay! I'm gonna go ahead and control save that for the moment. I appreciate it, Raven, but it really just takes practice. Like, oh, where'd it go? Like, most of what I've done here is solely learned from watching Bella and then improvising. Just giving yourself practice and figuring it out, you'll do fine, I'm sure. Okay, so there's that. I need to still do the crown and the clothes. Really tempted to do the crown and the clothes off camera. Because I don't want to do another whole stream just for those. Probably gonna go until 2. We'll see how much I get done until 2. Let's see, cape, crown, golds, new folder. I don't know where that happened. Where did the new folder go? There, that's not right. Lineart. Did I make a new folder? This is Paint Tool Sci. It's also the same one that Bella uses. You can do a 31-day free trial, and after that it's like 60-ish bucks. Okay, go ahead and go to gem, new folder, crown, gem in there and crown in there. New thing. Doot doot. Gem shine. There we go. Cancel, zoom in on this one. Let's go ahead and start with this one. Dropper tool me, and then the shine, just go ahead and go here. And this is where it gets difficult because I don't actually know how most gems shine. From that side, I know that much. Getting this way. Probably be here. This feels about right. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm gonna wing it. Just coloring this in. Maybe with a bit more shine in the center if I'm doing them that thick there. Eraser. Erase these down just a smidge. Tinier eraser, please. Self. They're gonna blur out. Then blur. Blur it out and make it glow. And then that one. We're gonna go ahead and go up here with this brush, do it again. Blur that out again. Maybe if I do a lighter green, this will work the way I'm picturing. To erase. I might have to do the center. Stop. Stop. Dang it. Might have to do the center separate from the edges. That kind of looks gemmy. Maybe a little bit. Get a little bit of. Yeah. Back to the color that I had. I forgot to. Oh dear. Oop. Okay. Dropper tool. This color. Watch it somewhere. Brush here. That's the actual color. Brush. Nope. Not how it works at all because it's not on the gold. There's that. Tap. This is pretty much the closest. There's that. Okay. And then I just want to get a little bit of a lighter one. Brush. Center. Even lighter in here. Putting way too much effort into the gems. And then just hey, back to this setup, please. And then a white that is almost greenish. I don't like it. A little bit white. This, like this. Gonna go ahead and put that there. Blur tool, make it tinier. Blur that into this. actually want to take that, put some more of that a little bit farther in. Blur that out. Bigger blur. I'm trying to make these gems actually have a shine. Taking a lot of work. My chair is creaking because I'm adjusting yet again. Okay, now I need to go back to this color. Find something slightly darker. Brush, and then just a little bit of a, hey, why did it do that? Darker one. Oh, it's picking up on that, right. There we go. A little bit of dark. Feels like it'd be dark in the center and pick up on all the corners. I think I'm doing it wrong. Pretty sure I'm doing it wrong. Oh well. Go ahead and go with this color, brush. Let's look at what it looks like that then. Maybe then I'll actually be happy with it. Then blur that out some. I'm putting so much effort into one gem. That's hilarious. Bigger than that, please. Just smaller than that. Thank you. At the very least, I can definitely see the difference. That's encouraging. Teensy tiny bits of that. This. There. I'm gonna make this crown so shiny. Yeah. I like this. That's how I'm gonna do my gems. Don't know if that's how gems actually work, but that's how it works on this channel. Uh-huh. Actually just erase around it. And that actually also turns the base color into the shading. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Time to do the same thing, but over here. Grab this. Make one slightly lighter color. Actually, real quick, grab this brush. Make this thing swatch. Grab this brush. Make it slightly darker. Slightly lighter, rather. Brush. And then lighter brush, and then one that's almost white, which does mean pink. Surprisingly, I don't like that. That's too pink. Maybe this bit lighter. Well, I'm sure that'll work actually, since I'm blending it out. And this one I'm not going to do the center until I've done all the edges. I'm going to zoom in just a titch more. Gonna need a smaller brush for this. Alright, I think I have a strategy for the gems. 3, 2. I'm gonna have pretty gems. Heck yeah. Okay. Then blur out with tiny little brush. Not that tiny. Probably about 3 point whatever. Yep, gonna make it pretty. 'Cause it's a crown, and crowns look pretty. Oop. And it's just somehow overlooked that one. Right, then back to brush this slightly lighter one. Blur, not blur. Brush. Slightly lighter one in there. Blur it out once more. Don't know if this is translating as well to the red, if I'm being honest, but I'm still liking it. Go ahead and brush this, that, brush. Hopefully the introduction of this little bit of pink will really sell it. But you never know until you try. That's the message of this video always, is you never know what's going to happen until you actually try to do it. I never knew I'd be any kind of good at art until I actually tried to do it. I never knew I'd be any good at sewing until I actually tried to do it. Blur that out. I think it might work. I'm thinking it works. Hoping it works. But you never knew till you give it a go. This is turning into some Sesame Street kind of song nonsense. That one had a more oblong shape. I'm actually gonna try for the middle bit, just a practice thing of coloring them all in and then blurring them. See how well that works better. And this, that, brush. Well, it doesn't look like much until you go ahead and take this. Blend it in this way. Oh, I did that to the reverse in the center of here. You know, I kind of like that. I kind of like having that one do a different little bit of shading. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Maybe a little bit more blending could be done on the pink. A little bit less pink. Gotta make this just a little bit more reddish. Then actually do a little touch. And then blur that. A little bit more. Touch, touch, touch. And yeah. I like it. It's going to be like this, 'cause I am in control of the art. Oop. Go ahead and X. Paste. No, what would be smarter? Undo. Just. What did I do? Undo again. Just zoom out and actually move the whole thing over there. That's smarter. Yup, work smarter, not harder. As I said before. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do this gem and then finish up because my hand is starting to hurt. That's never any good. Brush. So these go about halfway in. Do 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 do. I'm loving it. Guess I've got fast food on the brain. Gonna blur this out. Blur. I'm going a little bit faster this time. Hope this gem doesn't bear the brunt of that. Can't say gem without thinking of crystal gems, especially because I've been trying to avoid Tumblr spoilers, which is hard because nobody else is on that site. Everybody just wants the spoils, wants the show. Give us, give us, give us. Which, yeah, I can't blame them, but it still makes it difficult for me, who doesn't technically have TV, to try to find a way to watch them before I get spoiled. I wonder how many of you guys watch Steven Universe. It's a cool show. I've always been into gems before that show came out, though. I know everyone's riddled the internet with gems from that show, and I'm just like, but what about regular gems? They're cool too. Don't need to be doing that yet. Skipping a step. Not blur. Brush. Just do a little bit of pink in there. Every time I move my arm, the microphone shakes, and I'm sure you guys are hearing that. Like, my arm isn't even touching the microphone, it's just from the movement across the desk. Here we go. Blur. That sounded like the British God Save the Queen. It's because that's what I was definitely thinking of while I was looking at these lines. Don't even know why, it just popped into my head. I kind of feel like a crazy person talking to myself, but it's okay, because it's art. It's all a part of the art. That's all. All just a part of the art. As you do. Go ahead and do this. Then brush, tap. This one, brush. Pretty far in. Not all the way in, but pretty far. Keep it round though, because everything else is. Tap, tap the lighter one. Not that you can really tell that much of a difference, but I still do it. Tap, tap that. That last one, very controlled, was it? There we go. Bigger blur than that, please. Tap, tap, tap. Jippa, 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 jippa. Blur. Boop. Well, I like the gems. I am content with how the gems turned out. Just a big old stretch. Go up to the eraser, and maybe I don't want to erase them, but at the very least, I'm gonna move them off the thing, just in case I need to do any touching up or anything. Those, tap, control save, dear God. And then Just a quick view over. What is left is shading the crown, shading and highlighting the crown rather, and the cape. And I might do that off stream and just post the finished picture. I might do a tinier stream at some other point in the week. I haven't decided yet. Probably gonna finish this off camera at some point, but I'm really content with where it got to right now. I am quite happy with this. That's gonna mark the end of my turn. Bye-bye, guys, and thanks for watching.